Brian, I want to take us back now to the criminal hush money trial that we've been following all morning. Opening statements are now done. The prosecution just called David Pecker to the witness stand. He's the publisher of the National Enquirer, a longtime friend of former President Trump, and accused in this catch and kill scheme essentially of agreeing to be eyes and ears for Donald Trump once he decided to run for office, to seek out negative stories.
The head of Israel's military intelligence agency resigned today over failures to detect and prevent last October's attacks on Israel by Hamas. Major General
Let's
full responsibility for the intelligence.
Let's play another
before the deadliest assault.
the final episode of Crysis.
He and other officials
As we keep tabs on
days before Hamas surprised
on the
Israel
Trump's
with an attack that killed more than 12
various
people,
legal
civilians.
calamities.
Top security official to step in as a result of the attack.
Let me see. Where's
killed 22 people, including
how's the stock doing, by the way?
in southern Gaza city of Rafah earlier today. In a statement, Israeli Prime
Let me
Minister
see.
Benjamin
It's
Netanyahu said his military will quote.
it's down.
And
Yeah, I figured it would be down today.
Soon. The victims of the airstrikes on residential areas appear to be
It's
civilians in a city where more than half the population of Gaza
35. It opened up at 36.38, so
the war has killed more than
it's down to 35.79.
at least 2/3 of whom are women.
And
the Senate will begin
so
Tuesday on the House-approved 95.
I guess it'll
in aid for Ukraine.
it'll fluctuate between 34 and 35. It'll probably close today around 34.75 maybe.
As well as a potential nationwide.
But yeah, it's on its way down.
Opposition from far-right Republicans have delayed a vote on aid to Ukraine, and a majority of lawmakers voted.
As the trials and tribulations of Donald Trump continue,
President Biden's support.
we shall
Serena Marshall has more.
play video games.
His national security supplemental.
All right, folks.
The president and the White House have been pushing for.
We're gonna play me some video games.
Supplemental request back in October. The president said it's coming at a moment of grave.
Let's start Crysis 3 Remastered.
Passing this bill showed the strength.
Yeah, this is the final. This should be it. We're going into outer space now to fight the Alpha Ceph.
Coming together to push that bill across up to the upper chamber. The House Speaker ignoring ousting threats by hardliners in his own party and putting these bills up individually. The one for finally passed into House.
We released them,
11 to 112.
and it turned out to be
Republicans, with 101 Republicans,
a double cross.
Democrats. Swiftly after
But
members of Johnson's own party,
we can still win.
Speakership is over. He needs to do the right thing.
We can still win.
Allow us to move forward in a controlled process. If he doesn't do so, he will be vacated. Remember, it wasn't just Ukraine aid, though. It also had separate bills for the Indo-Pacific, as well as that possible ban on TikTok if Chinese ownership does not divest. And then also funding for Israel. Several dozen progressives voting against more aid without
5% of estimated power apex. Vela 3 satellite has detected Hawking radiation at a distance of 1.2 AU. Solar spread telemetrics indicate white hole formation.
The Senate to quote quickly send this package to my desk so that I can sign it into law and we can quickly send weapons and equipment to Ukraine to meet their urgent battlefield needs.
Let's see.
Senate preparing to take up that bill as soon as.
Let's do something first here.
If you want American military members to stay out of the fight with Russia, help Ukraine. If they go into a NATO nation, Russia, we're in.
Let's return.
Once the president signs, we've been told that there is
So,
signature, making sure Congress does its job.
we got to infiltrate and shut down the self-defense battery at Alpha.
At the end of the week.
The Department of Defense has already started to prepare this Ukraine aid package so as President Biden signs it, they can deploy those resources to Ukraine. Scripps News, Washington.
Yeah, I need arrows.
U.S. officials say
Standard ammo.
It's ready.
I need arrows.
On the signature, and could get there in a little
Is
while.
there somebody out there?
I have a friend that works on Capitol Hill, and when he found out I was in town, and he found out this,
Huh?
the police did. He said, only in Washington, if you think about it, it's normal
Nope.
to celebrate. And this is the way it used to be in Washington for decades. And then it's amazing. A bipartisan
Piece of cake.
passed is something that everybody worldwide
Piece of cake.
celebrates.
I mean, you know, from the DC world, this is the kind of
401k right now, the Dow is in positive territory again. Earnings season.
Our show, Scripps Newsline, is a different kind
All right.
of news.
Let's forget.
We slow it down. We really take the time to explore the sport. You'll see longer interviews,
Let me see. So,
investigations, and in-depth reporting. We know keeping up with the headlines is so
Nope.
important.
And up there.
Just some stories.
How about
that
up here?
really deserve deeper conversation.
nope. Then up there. How do I get out of here?
Only on Scripps News. Helping families with
Da-da-da.
mesothelioma is all we do. Firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, thousands with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them
That way.
against those responsible. We have local offices throughout.
Not that way either.
Mesothelioma really is our.
Do I gotta go out the window?
Let us put a plan
I guess.
for you and your family.
Yeah, I knew it.
Call us at 800-872-5645 or go to lessolaw.com.
I knew it.
5% of estimated power apex.
Thanks to our new
Vela 3 satellite has detected Hawking radiation at a distance of 1.2 AU. Solar spread telemetrics indicate white hole formation.
A white hole? A white hole?
For your outdoor living space, it's
What's a white hole?
treat your family will love.
Is that
We'll rush you a special $200 discount certificate.
Is that
with your free
an
online
Aryan?
unit. You'll get your Sun Center for as little as $799.
An Aryan bastard? It's a white hole?
For over 20 years, Sun Center has been the best-selling retirement in America.
Call now for this free awning idea kit, packed with great awning solutions that will let you enjoy your deck or patio much more often. Plus, get this $200 discount certificate that will bring you your Sun Center for as little as $799. But this is a limited time offer. Call now.
Sun Centers are backed up to a 10-year limited warranty.
More than 1 million families in America own
How
and
about down
love their
there?
sunset. Now you too can discover why life is better under a sunset. It's like
I think I remember this. I gotta go somewhere to shoot stuff.
and for just a little extra, add LED
Yeah, I gotta go somewhere to shoot stuff.
There are so many incredible styles to choose from in our free awning idea kit. Get a
Arctic.
custom awning without the custom bulk price.
Call now to get the whole Sun
Some ammo? Where's my arrows? I need arrows.
Prophet, this is Venom Command. We
Yeah.
picked up your comm signature. Thought we could maybe help each other out. Sim Resistance is... fuck it. Look around. It's a shit show.
It's a
Venom
shit
Command, I'll keep it simple. I'm taking down those SEP AAAs. Any assistance is welcome. Otherwise, stay out of my way.
Roger that, Prophet.
I want to keep that one. This one? Yeah, I want to keep that one too. What does this do though? Oh, it's got a scope. I hate scopes. So, got a cylinder? Silencer? Yeah, silencer. Scope. Duplex sight. And what's the ammo on it?
He views himself as being someone who is
No, I don't think I want that.
we deal with climate change, ushering in
Yeah, let's keep that.
electric vehicles, solar energy.
And let me see.
Also on the scene in Washington.
You got a silencer on it? Yeah, let's get rid of the silencer.
Protecting access
That's so gay.
It is proposing
Yeah, we want to do that. And that. All right. And on this one,
Without this part, what he had to say in this on the scene rewind.
When God overturned Roe versus Wade,
on this one,
it did more
yeah, wait.
access to
Okay.
healthcare than I believe anything
need some
that
ammo.
we can think of in our lifetime.
Well, find
And
some
it
ammo
did
somewhere
more
else.
than just overturn access, the right to access abortion care.
Huh?
It took away the right to
Can I
access
find some
care
ammo around here
for
somewhere else? Do I have to go that way?
Don't believe
Yeah, I gotta go that way.
You have to now look at
Oh, well.
what is happening with dogs, and you're seeing that today, families who are hoping to have children through in vitro fertilization.
So, no arrow ammo yet.
They have ruined that opportunity. They're finding that access to
arrow ammo
which is
yet.
not abortion, are now being threatened as well. And so today Americans are living lives recognizing that, at least for women, they have fewer rights today than their parents did, their mothers did. And it is difficult sometimes to comprehend.
Yeah, I remember
One
this.
thing Dodd did not
I
take
remember
away,
this real good.
and that is the right of Americans to their privacy. And we are here today to make that
Come on.
very clear. Each
Wanna
and
get over
every
there.
American still has a right to their privacy, especially when it comes to their very private,
Yeah,
very
right there.
personal
Right there, right there. Okay.
health information.
Oh, there's something over there.
Please make no mistake.
Yeah.
When you access care, when you go see a doctor, when you enter a
Yeah, looks
hospital,
like
when you
everybody's
get medical
all over the place.
and you provide, because you're
Seth?
required or you requested, very
That's
personal
another Seth?
health information, that
Yeah, there's
information
Seths all over the
is
place, huh?
entitled to protections under federal law. Not even state law,
Ah.
but under federal law, you have rights to your privacy. That's what today is about. Is making sure that Americans who convey very
I
personal
died again.
health
How did you get
information
one?
to a provider know that they have rights. That provider
Mohammed, this is Venom Command. We picked up your comm signature.
Yeah,
Thought we
yeah,
could maybe
yeah.
help each other out. Zephyr Resistance is... Ah, fuck it. Look around. It's a shit show.
Venom
It's a shit
Command,
show.
I'll keep it simple. I'm taking down those SEP AAAs. Any assistance is welcome. Otherwise, stay out of my way.
Roger that,
I should be able to
Prophet.
make it all the way.
Making sure it's clear that your right to privacy is protected.
Ah, didn't make it all the way.
Here in the Department of Health and Human Services, through our Office for Civil Rights, and throughout the Biden-Harris administration,
What's that?
we will help protect your right to privacy. The technical
hell is
aspect of
that?
today's rule, that's a good attorney.
Somebody shooting at me?
Counsel to explain. The act's impact on that, I suspect Dr. Floyd can give you some real clear answers. But I don't think there's any doubt. And having Director Jen Klein here makes it even more emphatic that President Biden and Vice President Harris were serious. We will protect your right to the care that you need. And we will protect your privacy when you access those rights. It's definitely not really...
Get my arrow back. Cool. Is there arrows? No. No arrows.
He says that Dodd did more to damage access to healthcare than what anyone could have believed in our lifetime.
No arrows.
Didn't just take away in his words access to abortion care, but access to healthcare as well. Of course, he is talking about the Dobbs decision by the Supreme Court on IVF. I think, keep in mind, the Dobbs decision did away with Roe v. Wade, which has been the law of the land in this country for more than 50 years.
What do we got here?
Roe made access to abortion legal in all 50 states up to.
Rex charge, yeah.
As we go to break, take you back out on the scene right now in Manhattan, outside Trump Tower. The former president of the United States arriving back in Trump Tower moments ago after opening statements began.
So I got that, and then I got the bow, and then I got 5, and then I got 1. Wait a minute, what happened to my, what happened to my, targets?
Can be 5 to even 100 times worse than alcohol.
Oh, you may either have one or the other, huh?
The only hospital-grade air purifier equipped with advanced ultra-HEPA filters proven to improve indoor air
Yeah, I want
quality.
that. You got one?
I can confidently tell you that it's in your air, it's in your body.
Wait a minute, I already had one.
This would have been in your lungs.
And now you can breathe better with this exclusive TV-only
I already had one.
40%
Oh, well.
now with your hospital-grade air doctor.
What makes Air Doctor Hot Filter? Well, it's a triple filtration. Includes
Shoot
an
that.
ultra-HEPA filter that removes virtually 100% of the smallest and most dangerous contaminants down to 0.00.
They're shooting at me?
Including mold spores, pollen, smoke, pet dander, even bacteria and viruses that make you sick.
Oh, I missed it.
Smaller filtration than ordinary.
Ah, fuck.
That means you can breathe easy, knowing you're
Shoot that, man.
from allergies allergies and asthma, and reduce airborne diseases.
Is she coming from behind?
Air Doctor takes the guesswork out of clean air. They pre-filter
Yeah, I guess so.
to remove smelly odors, dangerous gases, and harmful volatile organic compounds.
Let's try that rocket again.
Even bacteria and viruses. And the Air Doctor smart sensors measure pollutants, automatically adjusting the filtration.
Let's try that.
Prophet, this is Venom Command. We picked up your comm signature. Thought we could maybe help each other out.
Yeah.
Zephyr Resistance is... fuck it. Look around. It's a shit show.
Venom
shit
Command,
show.
I'll keep it simple. I'm taking down those SEP AAAs. Any assistance
Yeah, I got
is
you.
welcome. Otherwise, stay out of my way.
Roger that, Prophet.
That's 1-800-336-1332. Call now.
I knew I had two of them.
But it's the right thing to do. For all of us.
It's just your mother and I are different people.
Which is why we got Sling TV. So we can watch live and free TV all in one app? Dad gets live sports and news, and I get my reality shows.
I knew I had two of them somewhere.
Hundreds of channels for free.
Sling is really keeping this family together.
What is this? Why do they do that? Why do they do that? Yeah. Oh, he fell down.
This was the following three witness hours in just a few moments. We will take you on the scene to Virginia, as where President Biden will soon speak in Hollywood to celebrate birthday. Also watching Wall Street at this hour, as you can see, the arrows are green, the Dow more than 300 points. And also on the scene in Wisconsin.
Fall down.
Kamala Harris is campaigning. Her focus is healthcare. Let's go to Wisconsin Live.
The estimate is 75% of those nursing homes are understaffed. And understand what that
Yes,
means.
you have three now, right?
Of that nursing. It means that there may be
Yeah, I
no
got
one
three.
available to
Cool.
help them out of
Okay.
bed. It means there may be no one available when they call. It means
And
that they will
shit.
receive less medical attention because
He fall down. I need to get my arrow back. No, not.
are going from room to
Yeah.
room, from resident to resident, and understaffed in terms of giving folks
Where did he fall at?
what they want to give in terms of the level of care. It means more loneliness. When we're talking about anyone from our seniors, people
Let me
who
see, maybe he fell further down?
and who want and enjoy the interactions that they have with these care workers, the caregivers. It means that
Oh, well, guess I'm not gonna get my arrow back.
The work that they do, that they don't get paid enough for the kind of work that they need to cover.
Nope, not gonna
And
get my
it
arrow
means
back.
that they have less ability to do what they want to do, and frankly, their life calling, which is to care for other people. And I just want to remind everybody, I know a lot of us don't like to remember the height of COVID.
There he is. Is that him?
There are.
Nah.
We're doing, even at the time that we were talking about frontline workers and people were doing about banging pots and things now.
And I gotta go that way, huh?
Right. And that's just in the height of crisis. Because the work they do is that essential. And so the two announcements that we are making today recognize that we owe you, those workers.
That one over there?
Then applauding.
What is that? Can I hack it?
We owe you more than that structural.
Yeah, I can.
So for the first time, we are establishing, the first time in the history of our country, we are establishing national minimum staffing standards for federally funded nursing homes.
Whoa.
And again, for residents, this will mean more staff, which means fewer ER visits, potentially more independence, families, to simply peace of mind in terms of your loved one being taken care of.
Hey, how you doing there, buddy? You my friend, huh? You my little friend.
Our announcement is about a new requirement to help increase pay.
Okay, how do I get up there?
That means a new requirement to help raise pay for home health care workers so Medicaid.
What is going on with this piece of crap?
$125 billion a year.
Why does it do that? It was doing that to me in Crysis 2.
Before this change
It was doing that to me in Crysis 2.
home care companies were not required to
It's useless.
federal dollars to be spent. Now, we are requiring that
Go this way?
80% of that money be spent on paying workers as opposed to administration.
Nano enable.
This is about dignity. And it's about the dignity that we as a society owe to
Prophet, Vulture 4 is secure. I've put her on a free holding pattern. Just give me the word and I'll bring her in.
Good. That hive mind energy connection. If I can hook into what's powering this artillery, I can control it.
to care. But for people who often you've never met before, they're not related to you, and you care for them, so they're not your family. And I think everybody responds to themselves or a member of their family, and so let's recognize the gift that these talented individuals give to families and to all of us as a society. And with that, and I am now going to turn it over to David.
Where is it?
Thank you so much, you, administrator, rest assured, for this announcement, this is going to impact the lives, not just millions here in this country, but for the billions more that nursing home workers and healthcare workers.
Where you go? Come here, you. Where's the other one? Oh. Oh, I think I need...
We know we represent caregivers.
I got ambushed.
Prophet, Vulture 4 is secure. I've put her on a free holding pattern. Just give me the word and I'll bring her in.
Good. That hive mind energy connection. If I can hook into what's powering this artillery, I can control it.
Today's visit here, and caregivers in the room, this is your moment to shine. It is your moment to make your voice heard and to make sure every caregiver in this country knows that they are important and represented in the most important spaces in this country.
You're all over the place, huh?
And we're going to continue to let our rights.
For those
How
of
about
you keeping up with the alphabet soup that is Washington, D.C.
if I put something like right here?
International Union, they represent healthcare workers across the country. The Vice President talking about what she calls crisis that will affect more and more American families, the healthcare crisis involving our nation's seniors. Keep in mind, this is a nation that is almost evenly divided between so-called baby boomers and those who consider themselves Gen Z and Gen X and millennials. The U.S. is now coming up with minimum standards that federally funded nursing homes, more staff, and hopefully, she says, that will lead to fewer ER visits. Care workers will be able to spend more time with their patients. Finally, a requirement for home health care workers to make more money, something that
maybe some explosive arrows
for quite some time. As we go to break, taking you back out to the scene right now, the Triangle, Virginia, about 50 miles south of Washington, D.C. The upper current is set up. The backdrop in this case couldn't be better. It is birthday.
I need some explosive arrows.
There in just a few moments. And a reminder, you can find our stories and much, much more online. You can check us out at news.com, on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok.
It's the something happened to you, how would your loved ones pay for your funeral, final expenses, and other
Wrong way, going far.
around $10,000. Don't let your family get stuck with the bill. What about $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, including your credit card debt for just days a day? Call now to save your family from financial hardship. Just call 800-370-8947.
That don't do no good.
5 cents a day. We pay out up to $50,000 for funeral.
Oh, that did it.
Rates can never be increased. Benefits can never be increased.
Let me see. We need a different way to do this.
No waiting period, no health questions, and no medical exam.
We need a different way to do this.
Prophet, Vulture 4 is secure. I've put her on a free holding pattern. Just give me the word and I'll bring her in.
Good. That hive mind energy connection. If I can hook into what's powering this artillery, I can control it.
If something happened to you, how would your loved ones pay for your funeral, final expenses, and other difference? The average funeral costs around $10,000. Don't let your family get stuck with the bill. Get up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, including your credit card debt for just pennies a day.
They're all over the place,
Your
huh?
family from financial hardship. Just call 800-370-8947. Plans start at just 85 cents a day, with payouts up to $50,000 for funeral and other expenses. Rates can never be increased.
All over the
Benefits
freaking
can
place.
never be decreased, and coverage can never be canceled. There are no hidden fees, no waiting period, no health questions, and no medical exam. Even if you have a pre-existing condition.
And I gotta go upstairs.
Starts immediately.
What's this?
Don't wait until it's too late. Protect the life you love. Today, call the number on your screen now and get same-day approval. The call is absolutely free and there is no obligation. Just call 800-378-8947. That's 800-378-8947. The 1878 to 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar, a true American classic and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It has been over 100 years since the last Morgan Silver Dollar coin was struck for circulation. But now, for a limited time only, full pound bags of original U.S. government struck Morgan dollars are being released to the public. That's right, you can own a full pound of 18.
And if I go that way, I'm going in the complete opposite where I need to go.
All in very good collector condition with fully visible dates and mint marks guaranteed. Call 1-800-969.
And I can't go this way.
To secure collector-grade U.S. Morgan silver dollars by the pound, struck during the Wild West and the Gilded Age. Plus, receive a bonus American Collector's Pack valued at over $25, free with every order. Call
Energy critical.
969-0689 now to secure your full pound bag of Morgan silver dollar coins from your area. 1-800-969-0689 now for your 2023 Morgan silver dollars.
Right now, the 401k is high, but before you pop champagne or a little perspective, now it's up, as you can see, about 0.85%, a little less than 1%, but over the last week and a half, it has lost more than 7%.
Oh, man.
Students go with 30,000 right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
38,000 once again. Also on the scene in New York City right now, where there is a heavy police presence surrounding Columbia University. They are keeping an eye on the profile shooting demonstrations on the school's campus. The officials provided that update on security.
What's that? Shut down there. You can't jump up there.
University is private property. And so the nature of police action,
they're all over the fucking place.
Very, very different on private property than it is on public streets.
They are all over the fucking place.
Keep people safe. If someone, for example, is being attacked, we're going to go into Columbia University as we would to a private home to help protect that person. But absent negligence, absent some ongoing crime, we cannot just go on the Columbia campus as we see fit.
There you go.
It is up to the university to decide whether or not they want us on campus.
Oh, man.
Columbia University, and this goes back many years, does not want NYPD on campus.
All right, I gotta go up there.
Last week, on Thursday, they informed us they had students who were trespassing.
I can't reach it.
We did. But that was an exceptional case. In normal course, the streets around the university, the public property.
I can't reach it.
There we have a very large police presence, and our officers are going to take action to prevent crime, to make arrests for any crime. Obviously, any kind of violence is not going to be tolerated. Any kind of property damage is not going to be tolerated. And that includes harassment or threats or menacing or stalking or anything like that.
Ammo, some arrows.
Of course, protecting First Amendment rights is absolutely crucial. It is central to what we do and who we are. So we're always going to protect people.
Arrows.
Criminal conduct that's going not regulated by the First Amendment. We're going to take action, and our officers are very quick.
I've connected. Artillery is disabled. Bring her in.
Roger that, Prophet. I'm en route. Stand by for some serious destruction.
Yeah, throw them fuckers away.
She's down.
Roger that. Moving to the next AAA.
Copy that. We'll hold position. Just give the word. Okay, that rattled. Dropship inbound.
To your question, we have made contact with the school, and we advise the school that we would like them to have the school safe.
Let's see how well they take gunshots.
We told the school officials we have the school station now, along the route, they take video.
All right. Uh-oh.
Stage 3. Liberty E, 13% of estimated power apex. White hole is now extant within our solar system and is considered non-spontaneous. Gravitational microlensing indicates a current horizon of less than 10 micrometers.
They are about to be attacked. We're going to respond. We need to get any location. In this regard, that's really a question for the News on the scene in New York City. Pointing out that Columbia University is private property saying they will go and make arrests when someone is being attacked. This is the backdrop for today's news conference. Crysis were held virtually on campus today after a local rabbi warned that Jewish students may not be safe on campus. Keep in mind, Passover begins at sundown tonight.
I'm gonna go this way first, huh?
College campus says the right to free speech versus the right to be protected from hate speech. Students on college campuses across New York and the nation upset with the war between Israel and Hamas.
Oh, they're both
30,000 plus Palestinians dead, many of them women and children. Also keeping an eye on the scene in Nevada. That is where we're expecting ground.
How do you get up there?
To begin at any moment.
You get in through there? The tunnel?
Mortar team under heavy assault! We need backup now, or this resource is gone!
Xenoseph presence aggregating in Sector 5, Alpha 7. All cell units conform to Protocol 18, Zulu 6. Columbus Circle is Surface 0. Be advised, all targets at Surface 0 are now tagged as priority threats.
Cell units? Max, you don't have a clue.
He called on students to fight for environmental policies with the same energy as opposing the Vietnam War.
Bravo and Charlie.
Earth Day began focusing on climate change. This year,
Can I,
plastic Earth It isn't a federal holiday, but many groups put on volunteers. You can find one local to you at earthday.org. News Live is premiering on this Thursday. Christian anchor Lauren Macarino.
No, I guess I can't.
Here's a sneak peek at tonight's episode.
Today, more than 1 billion people are mobilizing in close to 200 countries, taking part in projects that will help protect our planet. And that's because it is Earth Day. And this year, organizers are united in targeting one of the most pervasive pollutants on the globe, plastic. Sometimes they're visible, if you look really closely. Other times they get so small you can't see them with the naked eye anymore. You need a microscope to really capture and see these tiny microplastics down to nanoplastics. Really crazy. You can't. Tonight, we'll explore how products designed for our convenience have brought our oceans to a crisis point.
Zenith presence aggregating in Sector 5, Alpha 7. All cell units conform to Protocol 18, Zulu 6. Columbus Circle is Surface 0. Be advised, all targets at Surface 0 are now tagged as priority threats.
Cell units? Max, you don't have a clue.
Owned by the people at the center of it all. I hope you'll join me for it every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, right here on Crysis News.
Here are a few of the things we're keeping our eye on. Soccer person David Beckham is suing actor Mark Wahlberg's fitness company F45 Training for $10 million. Lawsuit alleges that
I won now?
Beckham is signing on.
What is this?
Things didn't work out, and Beckham says he never got the money he was promised. F45 has asked the judge to dismiss the lawsuit.
This sucks.
It fraudulent, but the judge
Zenith presence aggregating in Sector 5, Alpha 7. All cell units conform to Protocol 18, Zulu 6. Columbus Circle is Surface 0. Be advised, all targets at Surface 0 are now tagged as priority threats.
Cell units? Max, you don't have a clue.
73% voting to unionize. It's the UAW's first big victory for the South comes after two failed attempts at the same plant in 2014 and 2019. The Chattanooga plant was the only Volkswagen plant in the world that was not unionized. The UAW plans to target 9 other foreign automakers who have plants in the U.S., mostly in the South. Tesla is trying to reverse sales declines by dropping
I can't pick up that?
3 of its 4 most popular models. Ford's largest electric vehicle manufacturer sliced $2,000 off the sticker price for the Model X, the Model Y, the Model S. 2 of the models still sell for more than $70,000. The price went up days after Tesla laid off 10% of its workforce. The company's stock was down 40% since the start of the year. Also, to add to that, the more than 3,000 Cybertruck recalls happened to the tails of last year, and they have an earnings call, 40-minute earnings call tomorrow. I think a lot of investors are going to be wondering strategy. Yes, this is called Day 8. Right after the President Biden was ready, driving and trying to Virginia, wait for it, and they took out Greenwater to place that loose a short while ago. Taking Greenwater, that's 60 miles per hour down the beltway. And reminder, as we celebrate this birthday, we want to hear from you. You can call us with your hotline. Which turns to 8334 scripts. You can share your comments and short anytime. And SCB on the 8th day. He said, pay attention to.
Shit. How do I keep on losing these fuckers? And how do I get those die?
Zenith presence aggregating in Sector 5, Alpha 7. All cell units conform to Protocol 18 Zulu 6. Columbus Circle is Surface 0. Be advised, all targets at Surface 0 are now tagged as priority threats.
Cell units? Max, you don't have a clue.
And over here, with nested by the window, listen to what Mike Smith of Renewable Anderson has to say.
With our temperature swings, vinyl tends to warp, which causes condensation between the panes and drafts. And most vinyl windows just look very low end to begin with.
Alright, so I got 2 of them now.
And what are Renewable Anderson's windows made of?
Our windows are made of a thermopolymer composite material called fibers. It's beautiful like wood, but it doesn't require the maintenance of it. We engineered it to be 2 times stronger than vinyl. You're getting a window that will really last.
Now this is innovation. You have a feature on your windows that allows for a better view.
Our tracing screens are made out of an ultra-fine stainless steel mist, which is virtually invisible. You get less dirt buildup, more fresh air circulation, and a better view out of your window.
Now, if we're talking about comfort, how much does the glass
ReMastered window makes a huge difference. Our high-performance, low-cold smart glass is infused with a silver oxide. It's engineered to help keep the cold air outside in the winter and keep the warm air outside in the summer. It also blocks 95% of the harmful UV rays that fade your furniture and your hardwood floors.
Well, that's impressive, Michael. Thank you. And right now, Renewable Anderson has a great offer for the loan.
Before April 30th, buy one window, patio door, or entry door, and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off.
I wonder if I can attach these fucking shit.
Plus, save an extra $30 on every window and door you buy. With no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer ends April 30th. For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-662-0202. That's 1-800-662-0202.
This is Tomo, where every cut is analyzed, so your workout is optimized. This is personal. This is Tomo.
Back out on the scene now to Nevada. That is where work is set to begin on the $12 billion high-speed rail line that would connect Las Vegas to Los Angeles. It is called the White Line West Train. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg expected to speak at any moment right now.
Well,
listen in to the events that are taking place because this is something a lot of people never ever thought would happen. Take a listen.
And it will be built by union labor.
I guess not, huh?
Right? It'll be a combination of people in this state supporting it. Governor Lombardo, thank you, not only as the governor, but as the chair of the Department of Transportation for believing in this project. Everybody at the Department of Transportation, all of this incredible staff that have worked so hard to get us where we are here today. Thank you. Most important, private industry.
Come on, man.
You may not know this, but our resort corridor and so many in the industry have been behind the scenes pushing this.
CNSF presence aggregating in Sector 5, Alpha 7.
I guess I just have to...
Cell units conform to Protocol 18 Zulu 6. Columbus Circle is Surface 0. Be advised, all targets at Surface 0 are now tagged as priority threats.
Cell units? Max, you don't have a clue.
There's so many people you have to know.
That high-speed train set to be completed in time for the Olympics in 2028. As we go to break, back out on the scene right now in Manhattan from Towers. The day's trials are over for now. Keep in mind the street made inside that Manhattan courtroom. Back out on the scene in 3 minutes.
I need to go that way.
Why are they working in the dark? Grow your business easily with ReMastered.
Anyone home? And here I came. You're going, honey. There's a lot to take care of. More safety cars.
I need to go that way.
You know how grateful she was to have you. I know. Speaking of grateful, what is it? It's a check from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. Mom's life insurance. Life insurance? So soon? just like they said. So nice, sister. Always looking out for her family. I can still hear her. I don't want my bills to be your problem. This check will help a lot.
If you're age 45 to 85,
all units, Rebel Vulture 9er is down. We are gonna cook unless we get some backup. Uploading coordinates to anyone in the vicinity.
38 cents a month, and benefits could be paid in as little as 24 hours.
Prophet, this is Romeo India 6, ICV. Hear you're in the area. We're in a big pile of shit here. Any support from you would be welcome.
I'm trying, brother. I just don't know how to get there. I just don't know how to get there.
Policies start at just $6.38 a month. Your rate is locked in for life. The cost of the fuel will be $9,000 or more. With one call, you can give your loved ones the protection they need. And among some policies, benefits are payable from the first day. Call United Omaha today. Call 300-496-1228. You can't be turned down. Call today to lock in your rates. 300-496-1228. That's 300-496-1228.
That sucks too. All I did was just fucking run out of ammo. Yeah, they didn't die, no sir.
Prophet, this is Romeo India 6, ICV. Hear you're in the area. We're in a big pile of shit here. Any support from you would be welcome.
What's going on?
Made over the weekend, now you're on the scenes that south of Washington, D.C. is trying to visit the president as we just moments ago on Thursday. We're also on the scene right now in the Las Vegas ground.
A little car there.
Transit to connect Los Angeles and Las Vegas. And at the moment, we're also on the scene.
Come on, I'm getting closer. Uh-oh.
On the scene for you in New York City, though, to not being a real face day. Keep in mind, we're talking about a former U.S. president sitting face-to-face to fate. Their decision could send Donald Trump to jail. Opening statements wrapping up.
So where am I? Okay, I'm here.
Donald Trump facing 36 felony counts of falsifying business records to cover up an alleged hush money payment. The prosecutors are saying the real crime was on the American people, denied that knowledge on the eve of the presidential election. Our Deputy Political Director, Joe St. George, live right now on the scene in New York City. We don't have Joe? Okay, where are we going to go? Okay, let's go to Las Vegas, Nevada right now, where the news conference continues on the high-speed rail connecting Las Vegas and Los Angeles. Let's take a look.
There it is.
The party's gonna start right there at the beginning of Los Angeles. Maybe we'll sleep on the way home. We'll be a little bit safer maybe on the road too. But delivering for Nevada is my number one priority. It's all of our number one priority here in our congressional allocations. And it's why we work with Democrats and Republicans in Congress, our unions, our governor, to help get this project off the ground. And after years of promises, 2 years of promises, we finally have all the funding needed, all the approvals, all the permits, all the union workers, and there's only one thing left to do now to get this party started. We need to build it, and that starts today. So I'm going to let you introduce the next group so we can kick this project off. Thank you. Thank you so much for those kind words, Jack, and the Capitol. I want to thank everyone again for being here and for your support. But right now, it is time to introduce to you.
When we invest in infrastructure, we're really investing in opportunity. These are investments that will build a better America. I understand that things have wrapped up for the day. The president back in Wisconsin and on power plants. Good morning.
Stop what?
Was a very eventful morning in the historic case involving foreign presidents.
So I gotta go up here? Right there?
Michael! Come on now! Artillery! Is disabled.
Hold it steady, Prophet. Coming in. Triple A is down. Moving to holding position.
Great work, Michael. Moving to the next target.
Heads up. Set for reinforcing.
Alright, what I got here anyway? Get rid of that. Rid of that. This? That's me, Typhoon Fire Mode. Fire burst with micro projectiles. Short energy. Short range only.
The opponent of the worst president in the history of our country.
No.
Back out live here with the Scripps News producer Sam Lister, just so our viewers at home get a sense of how these journalists are covering this case. This isn't a court TV trial, Sam, or it's getting live audio feed or live TV feed.
Okay.
You're inside, in the courtroom, it's all happening, and then you're relaying the information out so that we can talk on television. So what I picked up was the former president appeared to look pretty frustrated the majority of the time. I mean, this is really the moment for both sides to lay out their opening statements, their arguments as to why Trump should be found guilty or not guilty in this case. Now, the prosecution spent about 45 minutes in their opening statement kind of laying out the money traces of the payments that were made to Michael Cohen after the Stormy Daniels alleged payments. And then Trump's defense team then came in and tried to make the argument that, hey, Michael Cohen is a convicted felon. Why should we take his word for it? And why should the jury take anything at face value?
We're not going to do that.
And then I could tell that at a couple of points, while my vantage point was only the former president's head, the guy, the back of his head, back of the head. At one point, I could see him kind of slouching back, and then...
Even if I die, at least I know that I can do it.
And we just walked up towards the end of the hearing. We both kind of exchanged glances a minute, and he did the wrong thing, but I could just speak to the well.
Yeah, I did it. Come on down, bro.
They had about 3 people there were about 8 to 10 rows on each side of the courtroom. One of the funny reporters was that I would say when I was in one line, we were talking, I think, between 50 and 60 journalists from all
And you could see the jury faces. What was there? Did they see any emotion from them following prosecution or defense opening statements?
You know, Joe, I didn't see any emotion from them at all, and I think that was fine that the jury really not take this seriously. I mean, at one point in the middle of the first witness being called, that's the former chairman of American Communication. When he was brought up, at one point the judge realized he forgot to ask the jury if they wanted to take notes. And when he asked the jury, how many of you all want to take notes, almost all of them raised their hands.
Wow.
So that was a sign that they all want to take this very seriously, and they're all watching each part of it.
Very astute jury. And you mentioned there a big part of today wasn't just about opening statements. The first witness was called David Pecker. He wasn't on the stand very long, though. Right? We expect him to continue tomorrow.
Yes, that is the case. The court had been a little bit early today because one of you had a...
All the way over there, huh?
The judge wanted to mention that that was appropriate. So in the middle of Pecker's opening statement, it was almost pretty formality for the at one point, there was one key thing that did happen. Pecker was asked, what was your key role working at American?
Oh shit. Can't go that way.
Stage 3. Liberty Beam now at 28% of estimated power apex. White hole horizon is now measuring at least 18 kilometers. Umbilicus predicted to form imminently.
Prophet, Venom Command. We got you covered. Take
right.
out the next AAA.
Alright.
All units, priority asset requires fire support. Engage as necessary, over.
Alright.
Rights and the dignity of all people. We also leverage bipartisan legislation, like the bill by Magnitsky Act, and tools like the Shoulder Bill, to hold to account those who perpetrate for profit from human rights abuses. Thanks in part to efforts like these, especially by advocates and citizens who are on the front line. 2023 also stood some encouragement there. Despite the proliferation of anti-LGBTI plus laws in some parts of the world, countries from Estonia to Japan and Mauritius made important strides in advancing the rights of LGBTI plus individuals. Even as labor activists were targeted, locked up, and killed, unions from South Africa, from Mexico, and Brazil improved working conditions and advanced workers organized themselves. Key objectives of the Global Labor Directive that President Biden issued
We can do it.
government success to ensure that children with disabilities can attend school and receive the support that they need. These bright spots are an important reminder.
Where's the ammo? The ammo?
Is indeed possible, as long as committed individuals in every part of the globe continue to work to
Like they're all behind me, huh?
for all people. On that note, let me just close by thanking a remarkably dedicated team across this department, here in this building, and of course around the world, who spent months painstakingly compiling this report. I also want to recognize everyone who helped document the incidents that made it possible. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken asked the State Department updating reporters in progress of human rights for a while in order to take a break back out on the stage and include other states.
At Consumer lately, we pride ourselves in giving you the exact same nationwide coverage at the leading carriers. Nothing has to stop. So don't worry. We've got a lot more than that to report. This beautiful summer in Arizona, for a second. It's a perfect place for me to tell you a little bit more about our phones.
Hey, son of a bitch.
We have the top smartphones from all the major companies. If it's state-of-the-art cameras you want with space-age metal housing,
Alright,
if you want a smartphone that's not the bells and whistles that won't break the bank, we've got that too.
I gotta go that way?
Like the Irish one. There's someone that doesn't want that one channel and just wants something.
How the hell do I get over there?
Even a watch.
We do.
I would go all the way around, I guess.
You know, if your data needs change, we can smartphones easier for people that sweat. Let's say you're on a road trip up. And you see you want the data. We can simply flex you up to the next data tier for as little as right back down with no penalty. So you only save what you actually need.
For consumer cellular, use the exact same nationwide coverage as the leading carrier for us to have the problem.
What if I don't have one of these radio stores in my comments? Can I get these funds sent to me?
Yes, you can.
Well, on award-winning customer service, help me switch over. Or I want $15 to make my own family plan.
Of course they will.
Oh.
See that tower up there? It's a beauty. And there are thousands more like it, working hard for me and you, flying 5G coverage to this beautiful nation of ours.
How do I get over there?
Stage 3. Liberty Beam now at 28% of estimated power apex.
Yeah.
White Hole Horizon is now measuring at least 18 kilometers. Umbilicus predicted to form imminently.
Prophet, Venom Command. We got you covered. Take out the next AAA. All units, priority asset requires fire support. Engage as necessary, over.
Shit.
I'm sure she's... You gotta make yourself sick.
Oh my gosh.
What's that?
What happened?
I don't want that.
Thank you. It's very much, hey? She's gonna be love words and help.
For information or a free brochure, call 800-989-1982. 800-989-1982. 800-989-1982.
So I gotta go that way, huh? Alright, let's go that way.
Any reaction from states concerning that the George broke in the House over the weekend would spend $51 billion from aid to Ukraine and also money for Israel. We have the information.
Why does it do it?
It's very challenging to do this in real time. And most of this will see if we look back at
Doesn't want to press shift.
usually it takes time to do that.
Why?
I'm not going to give you timeline, but say to you, efforts are ongoing. And when we feel that we
Stage 3. Liberty Beam now at 28% of estimated power apex. White Hole Horizon is now measuring at least 18 kilometers. Umbilicus predicted to form imminently.
Prophet, Venom Command. We got you covered. Take out the next AAA.
Yeah.
All units, priority asset requires fire support. Engage as necessary, over.
Yeah.
I think very important to make sure that countries that will watch this very, very carefully. As I say, on the leading piece of this, more to come.
Thank you for doing that. I have a question on the report as well with regards to what it says about Gaza. And it says that war crimes have been committed by Israel and Hamas. And I wonder if this building is actually looking into those allegations to determine their validity, like you guys looked into allegations of war crimes in Ukraine. And if there isn't an assessment happening in this building, who the U.S. government is relying on for that assessment to be made.
As I said, we are looking into reports, incidents that are brought to our attention, and we have a process of review.
There you go.
Particularly if there are questions about whether U.S. arms have been involved, and that is ongoing, and we're continuing to focus on that. Every situation, every country is different. For example, in the case of Ukraine, where we have made certain determinations. Totally different situation than in Gaza. The Ukrainians, first of all, themselves were not in any way a legitimate target, the way, of course, Hamas is in Gaza. They're also not embedding themselves with civilians hiding in apartment buildings, mosques, hospitals.
Son of a bitch!
In addition, in the case of Ukraine, when Russian forces, for example, withdrew from Bucha, we were able to see, the world was able to see very plainly what happened when we were able to get in. So each of these situations is different, and we have to do our best to collect the facts and that's what we do.
Ultimately, just because this building will make its own determination if war crimes are being committed by Israel or Hamas or any of those other
We make our own determinations, and of course, there may be other bodies who can say that we make our own determinations. But importantly, in the case of Israel has and demonstrated the capacity also to look at itself. And again, this is what separates democracy.
Oh, fuck, man.
Ability, willingness to determination for themselves. It's my understanding they have many open investigations based on reports that come forward with allegations about abuses of human rights or use of international humanitarian law, laws of war, etc. So, in the first instance, I think that's the most important thing, that any of our democracies have to make sure that we're policing ourselves, holding ourselves to the standards that we're asking of others. Lead Israel's in the process of doing that based on knowledge of open investigations that they have. And as I said, when incidents are brought to our attention,
I'm in a dead end here.
We look at them, and particularly if there's a possibility that the U.S. are to be used in those incidents. Thanks.
I'm in a dead end here.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken at the State Department of Washington, D.C. asked once again provide details about attacks on civilians in Gaza as well as on aid workers. Keep in mind there's 7 members from the World Central Kitchen who died in that Israeli missile strike. Secretary telling reporters it is necessary to get the facts before any official comments from the United States. That sometimes events on the ground are not what they seem. The administration is under intense pressure to put conditions on U.S. arms sales to Israel. Many of those arms sales disapproved by the House over the weekend. There's protests also taking place on college campuses nationwide, not only this weekend, but also today. As we head to a live look right now on the screen of last week's live, we'll get you smart. Positive territory, in fact, very
motherfucker, man.
427 points. 1.12%. And also this reminds me when you can call our trip to your hotline, number toll free. It is 183.
Yeah, I gotta go. Gotta go that way.
Anytime. Back out on the scene in City.
Gotta go that way? Let's go this way. Can't go this way. I cannot go that way. Go around the other way. Come on. Do it.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. Our firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, thousands with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. Mesothelioma really is all we do, and there is no risk here. Let us
get up there.
Place for you and your family. All now.
Call us at 800-642-9300 or go to mesobook.com.
Have you called for your checkup, your Medicare benefits checkup, your free Medicare benefits checkup? Now is the time to call for yours. Did you know there's a special Medicare enrollment period if you're losing coverage, moving, or new to Medicare? You may be eligible for a special enrollment period. Call the number on your screen now for your free Medicare benefits checkup.
Enrollment in a Medicare Part C plan, also known as Medicare Advantage, is not automatic. Call for your free Medicare benefits checkup.
Do you know about Medicare Part C plans? Are you confused about what a Medicare Part C plan covers? Call for your free Medicare benefits checkup. Call 800-647-5690.
Original Medicare Parts A and B. Part A covers hospital stays, and Part B covers things like doctor's visits. A Medicare Part C plan could help you save money and may include extra benefits. Call for your free Medicare benefits checkup. A licensed insurance agent can answer your questions, check if you're eligible for a special enrollment period, and help you see what plans and benefits are available to you in your area. Call the number on your screen now for your free Medicare benefits checkup.
Now is the time to call for your free Medicare benefits checkup.
Different Part C plans are available in different parts of the country. Call for your free Medicare benefits checkup.
Enrollment in a Medicare Part C plan is not automatic. Are you confused about what a Medicare Part C plan covers?
You can see me from 1,000 miles away.
You recently turned 65. Call for your free Medicare benefits licensed insurance agent who can answer your questions, check your eligibility, and help you understand your options and see what plans and benefits are available to you in your area. 800-647-5690.
You call for your checkup, your Medicare benefits checkup, your free Medicare benefits checkup.
Call 800-647-5690. The call for Medicare benefits checkup are absolutely free and there's no obligation. Call 800-647-5690. 800-647-5690. 800-647-5690.
Yeah, I gotta go this way.
Locations for you. The microphones are set up for the president in Triangle, Virginia, who will their birthday also on the scene right now. They get the battle. That is Thursday, 5 o'clock. The breakdown speed rail service between Las Vegas.
Finally, some ammo.
The Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, set to speak at the moment.
And a suit upgrade.
Now he is tackling all
What good that does me? I don't even know how these things work.
jumping in case,
I guess.
That's it. We want to make sure that our viewers are aware of that. The Senate will begin voting tomorrow on the House approved $95 billion
Fuck you, man! Shove it up your ass.
Opposition from far-right Republicans had delayed a vote on aid to Ukraine, and a majority of chief lawmakers voted no on Saturday. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky thanked lawmakers, singling out Speaker Mike Johnson.
And I don't even know how those things work.
Despite opposition from his own party. Let's listen.
We appreciate every manifestation of support for our state and independence, our people.
I don't even know how those things work.
Which Russia wants to bury. America has shown its leadership in the first days of this war.
By the law of vote on aid for Ukraine, House Speaker Mike Johnson made it
Let's go that way.
danger. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia said Sunday that if Johnson doesn't resign over what she called his betrayal of fellow Republicans, she will call for a vote to remove him from the Speaker's post.
More ammo over there.
Supported Greene's call for Johnson's removal. Johnson was made from Democratic lawmakers who keep his job. Republican President Green asking a judge to void a $175 million bond posted by the former president. She argued that Trump and other defendants could not prove that they backed the bond if their appeal failed. She also says the company that Trump used.
I got one of these left.
The insurance company isn't authorized to write bonds in New York. Trump's attorneys reject that. A hearing on the dispute is set for Wednesday. Former U.S. President Liz Cheney wants Trump to go on trial trying to overturn the last presidential election for this year's election. In a New York Times essay, the Republicans in Wyoming calls on the Supreme Court to quickly reject Trump's claim that
The
court hears documents on that claim Thursday. Cheney says that if Trump wins in November, he almost certainly will order the Justice Department to drop all cases related to the January 6, 2021 assault on the Capitol.
Thank you.
And of course, the concern there is that some of these cases, some of these cases you could expect to be able to drop them. There are the state cases that you should not be
Gotta go that way, huh?
Thank you very much. Thank you, by the way, for those of you with us right now. You're leaving us right now. You're going to program today. Reminder, you can always check us out at CBS.com. If you're staying with us, there's much more headed here. Back to the president right now. On the scene in Triangle, Virginia. Also on the scene in Las Vegas.
Why can't I grab the shelf?
Introducing Boston Hill's Spring Black Friday sale. It's never too good.
Why can't I grab the shelf?
On a wide variety of exclusive designs. Find the perfect tree at balsamhill.com.
Hello, Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, that's an important message about security.
Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance. A rate lock that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial.
I gotta go this way?
Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want life insurance that fits their budget and is simple to get. Coverage options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Man, your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed. With no health questions. You can not be turned down because of your health. Offer your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free beneficiary plan. Both for free with no obligation.
The God is cool.
Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Oh wait, call this number now.
Well, now you'll also get this free beneficiary plan.
I mean, I got one.
Guide to record important information.
Stuck with this piece of shit again?
And it's yours free just for calling. So don't wait. Call 1-800-440-9900 for your free information. That's 1-800-440-9900. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-440-9900. That's 1-800-440-9900.
I got two of them again.
So call now.
Oh well.
Rebound, the way luxury resale should be. Curated collection of investment pieces to treasure today and tomorrow. Instantly refresh your collection. Get 10% off your first purchase at Rebag.com through Rebag TV.
Thanks for joining us for On the Scene. I'm Bill Rogers in Washington, D.C. Going to start this half hour by taking you back out to the scene in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
And we have members of the congressional delegations who we very much would not be here without their leadership too. To be Senator Patrick and Jackie Rose having on speed dial to make sure that this got funded, to make sure everything goes smoothly. Likewise, to be Representative Susie Lee, to be Representative Dina Titus, to be Representative Horsford. Thank you for not just advocating this process, but to make sure this legislation got done. Likewise, we have Norma Torres and Pete Underline, the original Mayor Pete, who are doing such phenomenal work for the California side. I want to dwell on their role for a moment because it is all too easy to just think of the infrastructure law as something that happened. There is no other way this could have been. That's not true. The obituary of this legislation was written time and time again. President Biden believed in it. He believed in the bipartisan character of this legislation, and the leaders like your delegation leaders who are included on
Build no arrows.
And of course, I want to recognize the extraordinary innovation, creativity, and leadership of what.
Oh, shove it up your ass.
This is a very good day for the United States of America, and I've imagined this day for a long time. And so many
They both go down?
especially have thought about this. Last year I was in Japan for a meeting
I
with
swear.
the transportation ministers, and we rode their famous Shinkansen.
And I swear.
Hosting our meeting. I would never noticed it, but they were extremely concerned because for extraordinary
About
reasons,
this way.
was approximately 1 minute off schedule.
About
So for
this
someone
way.
who loves train, sitting in that train was a deeply impressive experience. In fact, briefly sitting up front in the operator's cabin,
about I go around.
what I can only describe as a spiritual experience. And like so
I
many
go around
I've
this
been
way.
thinking about that question, people keep asking when they
Yeah,
see
go around this way.
why can't we have those things in the United States of America? Not just famously in Japan, but in countries from Spain to Morocco to the Middle East. And the reason is simple enough: you get what you get.
The hell is that?
Who passed the rail the way other countries did. Some voices in Washington even saying that the Democrats in America was somehow incapable of having world-leading passenger rail. But of course, America can and always should be any technology and
perspective, as well in the development of the railroad itself as a concept. Something that helped make America America in the 19th century. By 1860, more than half of the world's train tracks were in the U.S. And yet, for as long as I've been alive, our country has struggled to maintain our existing railways, let alone build for the future. President is changing that. Under his leadership, for the first time in a long time, America is acting with urgency to build and modernize America's rails. And a key moment came on November 15, 2021, when President Biden signed that bipartisan infrastructure package into law. After decades of underinvestment, after a lot of administrations, notably the last one, promising to get it done but just not making it happen, after months of commentators treating infrastructure weak as a punchline and denying that there was any way a bipartisan bill like this could pass, President Biden made it happen.
Can I go this
way?
way?
It made a new day for every form of transportation in this country: air, sea, land, and sea.
I can't go this way.
I
die if I go that way. Oh, shove it up your ass.
2 weeks ago, journalists asked me, why can't we have high-speed rail? We want high-speed rail. I said, you sound like my boss. But my real answer was, we can if we choose to, and now America has decided. So on behalf of the Biden administration, it is my great honor to help break ground on what will be the first high-speed rail in American history. It's really happening this time. You know, whenever I come to Las Vegas, it's a little emotional for me because I was on my way actually to do events with your delegation when I got a phone call that changed my life. And about 24 hours later, Justin and I were with our newborn twins, son and daughter, in our arms. They're not quite old enough to appreciate much of what I do. This is the first time they seem to have actually been impressed. When I told them what I was up to, I hugged them goodbye yesterday. And told them I was on my way to a place called Nevada on behalf of President Biden. Hopefully the train. They don't know what the president is, and I don't think they quite know what Nevada is, but they know what a train is. And what really is moving to me is knowing that they and their kids will depend on infrastructure like this train that we're building. So I want to share just a little more about why this matters and why we chose this project for $3 billion in direct funding plus the financing on what was a very competitive
exchange type phone.
This train will move people at 186 miles an hour between Southern California and Las Vegas in just over 2 hours, which is about half the time that it can sometimes take to drive on that road. Candidly, I've never heard a stretch of interstate described as a parking lot more often than the I-15 corridor if you're on it at the wrong time. An estimated 10 million people will one day ride this line yearly, sitting comfortably on a new train, looking out the windows of Angeles National Forest, Mojave National Reserve, and joining a tradition that goes back through human history and prehistory to the First Nations American Indians navigating this important route around the Dark Texas. When this line opens, and Brightline West is working aggressively to meet their ambitious 2028 target, there will be a million fewer cars stuck in traffic. So even if you don't use it, you'll be benefiting from the people who do. And because the 15 is such an important freight route, that reduced congestion will have a material benefit to America's supply chain. Everyone who lives near the 15 will breathe less pollution into their lungs, and everyone across the country will live in a climate with 800 million fewer pounds of carbon pollution annually. This Earth Day. Something close to non-hard as the mayor of a lot of towns between here and Southern California.
Can I go this way?
Opportunity as a result of this train line too. More than that, today answers the question that has been asked too often lately, the question of whether America can still build massive, forward-looking engineering marvels that make people's lives better for generations. One of the very best examples of America's infrastructure comeback. And this is just a start. I am firmly convinced that once the first customer buys that to ride true high-speed rail on American soil, there will be renewal. We will demand and expect this everywhere, and leaders will respond, and more high-speed rail lines are coming. Or to put it another way, in this particular case, what happens in Vegas should absolutely not be confined to Las Vegas.
Gotta go up there.
And there's benefit even
Yeah,
first ride.
can't get up there.
That's what's starting today in the form of the good American jobs we're creating on this project. 10,000 construction jobs and then 1,000 permanent jobs.
Can't get up
to
there.
maintain and operate this train. Now I want to recognize Brian Line.
Get up there.
And my department, Nevada and California's organized labor community and the leaders here and everybody else for making sure these are not just jobs, they are good paying union jobs.
Uh-oh.
People on this stage and everybody that they represent know what these jobs mean. They mean presence under the tree. They mean a new car or truck in the driveway. They mean owning a home and educating your kids and the peace of mind and pride in what you do that comes with being part of this. This progress is happening all across the country. In New Jersey, we broke ground on the Portal North Bridge to replace the busiest rail bridge in the Western Hemisphere. In New York, we started new train tunnels on the Hudson River, launching what may be the biggest public works project east of the Mississippi in transportation today. But in Vegas, we'll replace most of the major rail bridges and tunnels on the northeast corridor between Boston and Washington, America's busiest rail corridor that still counts on infrastructure that in some cases dates back to the Civil War. We make those trips faster and more reliable. We're restoring passenger rail service in Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi for the first time since Hurricane Katrina. We've laid the groundwork for a pipeline of new, promising intercity passenger rail projects in the Northwest, Texas, the Midwest, and across the country. Now, even this administration doesn't view trains as the answer for everyone and everywhere. We want to also make biggest investments in President Biden's power to improve our roads and bridges, including an awful lot.
Come on!
But more Americans should have the option to choose a train, including a high-speed train, and now they will have that option. Just one last reflection I want to offer on what trains do and what they are. There's no exaggeration to say that the
time. Oh, fuck.
trains in America did this country today. The communication, the accessibility, the clean rhythm fueled not just our economy, but also our democracy. Maybe that's why the first passenger trains were viewed skeptically in Europe. When they first showed up in the 1800s, people at least despised them because of how they threatened the old order. Someone called the Grand Duke of Hanover was quoted as expressing dismay with trains when he said, quote, any traveler or tailor can travel as fast as I. And the Duke of Wellington felt trains would, quote, only encourage the common people to move about.
Does that go this way?
I don't know if they still have the Grand Duke of Hanover or the Duke of Wellington, but if they do, I want to invite them to the 2028 Olympics and encourage them to take the opportunity to ride on the fastest train in America alongside everyone else, because this train is for everyone. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg about to break ground on that $12 billion high-speed rail line, the Brightline train, to connect Las Vegas and Los Angeles, traveling at about 186 miles an hour. Pointing out what our reporter on the ground said in our last hour, that this was a project that many thought would never ever happen. That said, this rail line is expected to be completed by 2028 in time for the next Summer Olympics in Las Vegas. Keep in mind, that the President and the Transportation Secretary saying they have trained people, adding, and the Secretary of War, this is a great day for America. Now, I will note that he pointed out, in 1860, he said, half of the world's rail tracks were laid in this country. So once again, breaking ground on a high-speed rail service in Las Vegas as we head to break. Keeping an eye on Triangle, Virginia, President's big on Earth Day. Groundbreaking of this rail, he says he is the number one train guy in the country. Also, on the scene, the Wall Street.
I used to think doctors were fake. Then I switched.
Son of a bitch.
You see, this isn't your typical doctor's office. Instead of waiting around for me to get sick, they focus on keeping me healthy and feeling. You got it. That's sure, right? And the best part, everyone is supposed to be helped with experience with people's mind
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in caring for older adults like you, with a focus on keeping you healthy.
The fuck is this anyway?
Call today.
Well, it's a useless piece of ammo.
This guy takes all the notes, so my doctor is all eyes on me. Now, let's rush out.
We get to know you better with longer appointment times, including same and next day appointments.
We'll get there.
What's this to do?
Social workers, mental health support, even someone to help me understand my benefits. We all work together for me, myself, and I. Not to mention a 24/7 patient support.
I have no idea what this does.
Getting the care you need has never been easier because our team members work together to handle all
I have no idea what this does.
We get all this from your insurance. You can get all your medical records and your history. So switching to that doctor gives you the thing, and you can keep living your life your way.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in caring
Any
for
type of
Call 800-967-2157 to schedule a visit and see why we are the only primary care provider to carry the AARP name. Oak Street Health.
Don't let the crippling costs of unexpected vehicle repairs set you back. Everything Breaks is a new kind of auto protection plan that gives you more. You gotta have a protection plan, or you'll be paying the huge cost of auto repair on your own. Other plans charge you $150 a month. But for as little as $1 a day, you can join the fast-growing crowd that's protected from huge auto repair bills together. With 3 quotes, all now. With Sue's alternator dies, Anthony's air ride suspension, and engine replacement for Mark.
They paid the shop directly. I didn't have to do.
Alright, so I gotta go this way somehow, kind of way.
Everything great, but it doesn't stop
Discover how you can start saving thousands on your repair bills. Call 1-888-300-3498. 1-888-300-3498.
Back out on the scene right now, this is what we are watching for you. That is Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez at first day remarks, also the State Department briefing now underway. And those protests continue at Columbia University, but let's take you to Triangle, Virginia. This is the Congresswoman on Earth Day, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Says this again.
Like Columbia, Yale, Berkeley, and many others. Just 3 years ago,
Here. I can't go that way.
people said then it was impossible. Senator Matt, we said, watch us work.
I gotta go this way.
An American climate war wasn't impossible because our
There's some flamethrowers down here.
what we needed was what rather because we
So I gotta sneak past them.
Apologies.
Yeah.
We knew that we've done this before. And what we needed though was the political will. It was the power of young people that have made today possible. This is why
Can I go through there?
I'm especially encouraged that President Biden is reviving
Go through here.
which President Franklin Delano Roosevelt first put forward in 1933 in the creation of the original Civilian Conservation Board. The
Across here.
CCC, as it was known then, was revolutionary. In the wake of the Great Depression, the CCC put over 3 million young people to work, created 711 new state parks, and drastically improved public lands. This very park that we are in today is the result of the original Civilian Conservation Corps. Today, over 90 years later, the American Climate Corps will follow in these footsteps and go beyond by giving young Americans a chance to take on the climate crisis while training for the career of tomorrow. Just like a century ago, the Climate Corps is part of a vision of progress that our environmental and economic future are intertwined.
So let's invest in both.
I gotta go there.
Believe that the young people who joined this first American Climate Corps will co-create are and will continue to become influential leaders in the United States. They will be a part of confronting the climate crisis while building a just economy that works for all. Workforce, or if you know someone who is, visit climatecorps.gov now and apply.
How do I get up there?
I applaud President Biden for taking action to create the American Climate Corps.
Get up there like this, huh?
Continuing our work in Congress to ensure the growth and success of our climate.
I'm in. One last time. Come on, Michael. Blow this thing already.
All right, just hold it steady. We're nearly there. Boom! She's down. I think we've punched a hole straight through the SEF defences. We've got a window open all the way to the beam. Now just clear the LZ. I'm going to put this VTOL down. Yes! That's for Lingshan.
I need... How do I kill that?
That's for Aztec, even if he was a bellend. This is what you Yanks call a turkey shoot.
What do you call it?
Payback.
I'm gonna kill it with...
Remember Jester? Yeah? Fuck you.
Regroup with Psycho? So how do you regroup with Psycho?
Introducing Balsam Hill Spring Black Friday sale. It's never too early to say, so why wait? Get an amazing deal now.
How do I regroup with Psycho? Is that Psycho or what? I guess it's Psycho because she's not shooting at me. I'm here, Psycho! Don't get me!
Without endurance, a broken AC unit can cost over $800. Transmission over $3,000, and
how do I regroup with Psycho?
with endurance, I don't have to worry about. With endurance, covered, plus hundreds more. Even better, you stick to the mechanic, you trust. Endurance pays them direct, and you never see a bill for covered repairs. Unlike other companies like Shell with covered repairs, Endurance is the direct administrator of the plan. That means no middleman and no rental. We pay for an oil change, and I walked out to do $3,800 repairs. Endurance has been putting money back in drivers' pockets for nearly 2 decades, and the word's out.
Just look at this now. Real drivers will say about Endurance on top of these things. 10,000 or 100,000 miles a year on the car. It's under 20 years old. Endurance has you covered.
And if you break down, they'll jump your batteries, tow, deliver gas.
Okay, I'm putting it down on the roof. I'll keep the engines hot for a fast getaway.
Higher. Lock in your savings today.
Endurance saves drivers thousands. And now you can save even more. Now
She's
you get
down.
$300 off any plan. Plus, take your Elite benefits at $2,000 value for free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Your next breakdown doesn't have to break the bank. Call Endurance and find out how much you could save.
Alright. How do I get over there?
880-8684 for a free quote.
How do I get over there?
You know, if I knew I was going to become a taxi service, I'd have done the knowledge.
Take care of everything.
and auctioned it on her terms. Then, Worthy sent Lila her money. You're worthy of more. Get started at worthy.com.
I'll take you back out on the
No rush, mate. You just take your time.
Yeah, all right. Find your ass first. There you are.
Jump in the gunner seat. Come on!
Israel is committing acts of genocide. There's a State Department spokesman, Matt Miller, taking questions right now. Let's listen.
With other countries that have no means of mechanism, they don't have a free press that demands accountability. You don't have free speech or debate. See protesting.
Strap in tight. Had something on my tail for a while now. Might get a bit. Hello, lads. Okay, I'm gonna swing in between the buildings. Slow them down a little.
That usually work.
No idea. Fuck!
Keep them off our tail. Evasive maneuvers.
Don't give me that. My great-granddad flew Defiance over London.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be shooting at.
You got him. Drop the fucker. Hang on. Take that bastard down.
Yeah, take that bastard down.
Get him. You got him.
Get it.
Woo!
Woo!
Wanker. Dogfighting's in the blood.
Yeah.
He's down.
He's down.
Watch this.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Nail it.
Nail it. Missed it.
Kill it. There. Take the shot. Great shooting.
Great shooting. Yeah. Got me. Great shooting my ass. I can't see shit.
Shoot him.
I can't shoot him if I can't see him. I can't see you.
Take it down. Nice work.
There you go. There's one.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do
Kill
it.
him. Light him up. Go on.
Light him up.
He's a goner. Come on.
Did I die or what?
Kill him. Light him up. Go on.
I can't see these fuckers.
He's a goner. Come on.
Where?
Kill him. Light him up. Go on. He's a goner. Come on.
Where? Oh.
It's time to get to know the
Kill him. Light him up. Go on.
Do I have unlimited
He's a
ammo?
goner. Come on. Yeah, burn you fucker.
Yeah, burn you fucker.
Got him. That's it. We're done. Never in the field of human conflict have so many ugly squids been utterly fucking splattered by so few. I got warning lights going off all over the dash. What's it like back there?
Multiple fires. Pretty beat up. No way she's gonna make it.
Okay. Can't risk a ground landing. I'll squeeze out what I can. Let's see if we can make the Loose Haddon building. Should have a good view of the beam from there. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, bro.
Let's do it.
Almost there. Come on! Come on! I think we made it.
Yeah.
Plus prescription coverage and mental health support.
Shit!
Get working on the engines. I'll hold them off.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Bossy Boots.
More of what matters to you. See why more people on Medicare and Medicaid choose dual complete than any other dual plan. I get the United Healthcare Find your friend who helps pay for healthy food.
You done yet?
Yeah. I was just keeping quiet about it, seeing as you were having such a good time. No, of course I haven't fixed it yet. Twat. All right, I think we can get it flying again. Just give me a bit longer. Profit, get in.
You've already got the antenna. Now at ESPN, TNT, Fox News, CNN, and more for just $40 a month.
You seen that before? What the hell is it?
Fuck knows. Let's just kill it.
Yeah! Yeah! Great plan!
It worked last time!
And down to the city. The two that point that unemployable coming here is important step number one.
Need ammo!
From the defense as well that made a lot of news about this being was only in court for taking some lessons from the history of time. In court, probably massive
Do I shoot it or do I shoot the little thingamajiggies?
Election, they covered up that.
But I gotta shoot the little thingamajiggies?
Over and over again. When the defense team for Mr. Trump wanted to In some ways, very real life. He's also here in this courtroom doing what any of us would do, defending himself. The way that we're getting this information is that journalists were inside the courtroom, transcribing the proceedings, relaying it out to journalists.
What do I do? What?
He relayed it out to when the prosecution said that Mr. Trump bragged about Pepper's son, our producer said that Mr. Trump shook his head in disagreement. It was a fascinating day one of this, really felt like day one, even though technically it's day 5 of the second full week
Need
of
some
the
ammo.
trial of former President Donald Trump underway now. And by the way, before court adjourned, we had our first witness, David Pecker.
I need ammo.
At 9:30 in the morning. David Pecker is a key part of this story. What is this important to what we see around?
Well, he was the former head of the National Inquiry. He's about the story.
That doesn't work. That don't work. With Mr. Trump, with Mr. Cohen, and his stories out of the press over the years. It should be fascinating testimony. Mr. Pecker's expected to be back on the stand at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Why does it do that?
There will be a hearing regarding whether or not former President
Why
Trump
does it do that?
gag order in this case of various social media.
How about if I shoot those things? No? You think I gotta shoot his hand or something?
California former federal prosecutor Paul Pelletier, who's got more than 2 dozens of financial charges out of the same position what's going to be using as far as the strategies we see from the prosecution and the defense? Well, that's only true.
What do you do it with?
Boeing is a liar, he's a convicted perjurer, but what the prosecutor's job is going to do is to make sure that this parts of this crime in Mr. Trump's own words. And when the prosecutor did that, and when they actually played tape of the president's own words,
You gotta get from behind. Oh, the fuck?
So if you make
How do you kill this motherfucker? How do you kill this motherfucker? What do you kill it with?
Getting paid for story. And I think what he's going to say tomorrow is that
how do you kill this fucker? That doesn't work. All right.
Outside of court, he did so.
How do you kill this sucker?
And after, how likely is it we will see the former president?
How do you kill this sucker? How do you kill this sucker?
What the court has already said that the prosecution was cross-examining on is
How do you kill this sucker?
On trial tonight. Express look at what happened in court today in the criminal trial. Former president doesn't believe to make sure you get fast and know what to expect tomorrow. You can check out tonight at 7:30 Eastern right here. So we come on Christian's Live at 5 Christian's running Christian for reproduction. Message. That was in November. So I understand it brings more weight.
Oh, that doesn't work. Shoot it. You can shoot it in the face. How do you kill it? How do you kill it?
When I was diagnosed with 2 days ago,
what the hell is that?
It's important to know that surgery isn't the only
Stay tuned to learn more about this limited time offer.
Alright, that's it. How do you...
We're a middle-class family. We have a budget. We need to be aware
How do you
of where
kill
we're
this?
going. And the great thing about Renewal by Anderson was they actually had
How
several
do you
different
kill
options
this?
that were going to make sense for our situation.
So, let's talk windows. Our Fiberx window material is like the gold standard in the industry. It's a composite material that lasts longer, forms better, is actually 2 times stronger than vinyl. Okay, so you're carrying this out to your back deck, but you gotta stop and try to shove open that patio door.
Boss,
That can be
like
really frustrating. The dual ball bearing adjusters on our
the
patio
final
doors
boss.
help the doors to glide easily. And we know by Anderson, we've been doing this a long time. And we know that you don't want some hard sell sales pitch. We will visit your home,
it's not
see
that.
exactly what you have, and then give you an exact price quote. And we'll honor that price for a whole year.
Boss,
so that
like
there's
that,
no
no.
pressure. Let us give you a price on the windows and doors that you will love.
We have the intention of looking at different companies, doing some due diligence, and we started with Renewal by Anderson, and it was such a compelling conversation and process that we ended up not even looking any further.
Before April 30th,
This guy.
buy one
Yeah.
window, patio door, or entry
Seth
door.
Mastermind
Get the
boss
next one
fight.
40% off. That's 40% off.
For the engines, I'll hold them off. Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Bossy Coast.
Of the U.S. addresses homelessness. The case was that there are many people who are homeless and sleeping outside when there isn't enough shelter National Court of Architects and Counties have followed the court for us and joined the project that I covered the homelessness crisis in so many cities. What led us to this point where this case is now in front of the Supreme Court?
Good afternoon. Well, essentially back to 2018 when a ninth Court of Appeals ruling of Martin Bourgeois confirmed that if someone is cited or arrested for sleeping on public property when they have nowhere else to go, there is insufficient shelter space in the area, and they are involuntarily homeless, then it is so unusual punishment to cite or arrest those people. And so soon after that ruling was made, I had a person, a Brent Pass, who was saying that their citation is a citation that other homeless people have found in violation or living in public places was unconstitutional, or violation measures about cruel, unusual punishment. So that's really where that ends up today in the Supreme Court. You know, there's been leaders from across the world that's been writing the briefs in this, saying that that ninth Court of Appeals decision that Martin Bourgeois
You just gotta keep on shooting them with everything?
in their community. They say that definition of sufficient shelter space or involuntary homelessness is vague, and they want some clarity from the Supreme Court in order to continue to address the homelessness crisis in their cities the way they continue to stay. But, you know, I was talking to a professor from the University of Pennsylvania, Dennis Colhane, who's a professor of social policy, and he says that regardless of the voter's decision, homelessness is still going to be an issue. This says nothing about, you know, making sure that they provide enough shelter space. Here's what he has.
Deeply unresponsive with regards to even providing these housing aids. So it's important to note that the president, when there's ample on the part of our society, I believe true data to blaming the victim approach. It's not going to be
Wait. So I had them. So you got a whole space or what?
Yeah, well, it's the actual decision comes down sometime this summer, but there are some clues as to where the justices are headed. Justices Kagan and
Just gotta keep on shooting them with shit.
Robinson v. California, a case in 1962, which basically says you can't criminalize anyone for their death. And they were handling
space. What the fuck is space, dude?
a status in by arresting or citing people for having no place else to go.
Oh well.
Robinson v. California decision. On the other hand, Chief Justice Roberts, he asked the question, are really the justices the best people to determine what these local policy judges should be?
Okay, hold space down.
Who might be leaning towards, this
no. Hold space down. All it does is gets me killed.
This should be where local lawmakers step in and make decisions for their community. Crysis.
Vanessa Mashanya for us live in Washington.
Let's see.
To a developing story today, the Supreme Court also agreed to hear a case concerning ghost guns. Last year, lower court struck down issue regulations not to include unfinished parts in the recognition of a firearm under federal law. U.S. District Judge included beer, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms former justice authority while trying to reduce the number of ghost guns. The Biden administration appealed to the Supreme Court temporarily, stated the ruling last summer. Local law enforcement agencies gave nearly 26,000 ghost guns at crime scenes in 2022. That's according to the DOJ. The bill itself can't with lack of serial number make the weapons difficult to trace.
Got 6. Out of ammo, press stop using.
Customer service, help me switch over. Or I want $15 to make my own family plan.
Unfortunately, Willow.
It's a beauty. And there's thousands more like That's why we offer a risk-free guarantee.
Son of a bitch!
You're not satisfied within 30 days of activation, you can pay nothing.
Oh, look. And for a limited time, your customer stickers are in the free. 888-596-1471. This is Monday for Living
Palestinian groups gathered outside of Colombia tell us more than 100 last week by police people. Colombia's president requested officers break up encampments of pro-Palestinian demonstrators. Also, another school, roughly 45 people at Yale were arrested this morning. Today, Colombia canceled in-person classes. New York police said so far they haven't seen any credible threats to any group, adding they're doing what they can to prevent crime. New York police say because Colombia's private properties are limited to what actually can take unless specific action is requested. Colombia's president said she will work with the team administrators and faculty to try to find solutions. The military intelligence agency resigned today last October to Las Vegas. Major General Harun al-Rima said that he took full responsibility for the intelligence classes that they defended from three jurisdictions. He said he and other officials failed to issue a warning days before the massive attack. Over 1,200 people were killed on October send a powerful signal
Come get some.
European foreign minister today to discuss the situation in the Middle East and Ukraine, facing Today, Dr. Luxembourg made sure the possibility to expand Ukraine's air defense. German foreign minister said every real defense state House legislation will ban TikTok in the United States. That is, the social media platform Charlie does not sell state within a year. The measure is passed for a big package.
questions, check if you're eligible for a special enrollment period and help you see what plans and benefits are available to you in your area. Call the screen now for your free Medicare benefits checkup. Now is the time to ask for your free Medicare benefits checkup. Different party plans are available in different parts of the country. Offer your free Medicare benefits checkup.
Oh, shit. What are those?
800-647-5690. We're excited to give it to you, but before we start our dialogue, we think to our minds and maybe you can explain
What the fuck are those?
The Biden administration is implementing new pharmaceuticals that are going to keep and perform abortion. We will alter existing HIPAA laws that are using insurance companies, other healthcare providers with this information to state officials and to investigate patients and providers for abortion care in states where the procedure is used. This comes in response to laws targeting those who already apply for abortion care, including one of the corresponding
particularly when it comes to women who are forced to travel out of state for care. Administration is doing specifically is finalizing the new rules to better protect healthcare information on this issue about cost and reproductive care when it's used to investigate or hold patients or providers liable.
We know, as a result of that people have to travel to receive lawful reproductive care. And so when a woman travels from one state where care might be done to another state to receive lawful reproductive care, no matter what type of healthcare, whether it's a pill or it's a procedure, there's a medical situation that when that woman medical records will be protected herself, her providers, her home providers who literally had nothing to do with the care she received in the first instance, they'll be protected and they'll be able to say no and have this information. And the provider who is the travel will also be protected hopefully she will still have what is the reasonable approach so that we can take care even in the face of the tax across the country.
Administration don't want white states to withstand and slate. Of course, this is an issue largely playing out in courtrooms across the country, and when pressed on any potential legal challenges to this law, the sheriff has called for the court.
What can we expect on the campaign front when it comes to abortion this week?
It was really the central message to the Biden-Harris campaign. It has increasingly drawn social contrast in comparisons with former President Trump on the issue, who has touted the overturn of Roe v. Wade. In fact, Vice President Harris continuing a string of campaign stops on this front, this time in the swing state of Wisconsin, where she underscored this as a matter of presidential freedom at stake. Inflation was laying a portion of the more restrictive laws on plus the rest. Meanwhile, President Biden tomorrow is expected in Florida to talk about the issue ahead of the state's more restrictive ban set to take effect. This is an issue the campaign feels like they can win moderate voters over with. Though polling shows top issues still remain things like the economy, inflation, and the border threat.
Arizona's Supreme Court ruled earlier this month to allow a year total abortion ban to take effect soon. The Supreme Court does not make any exceptions. It's rape or incest. Houston told MSNBC Wisconsin that Houston wants to launch a week that will allow Arizona to drive in two states in California while clean up the license. Arizona provides. Houston says Houston also has part of the Democrats' plan to build force in what is believed to be a winnable state. That is despite this Republican stronghold in recent years. Lydia Vasquez, Trump News, Tampa Bay.
I'm Lydia Vasquez in Tampa with President Joe Biden on Tuesday. We don't know if this comes just 1 week before Florida's abortion ban goes into effect. Now, political analyst Dr. Susan McMahon says this is a major move for the Democratic Party and that Florida is still a winnable state.
On Twitter,
As the Republican said, Florida is not in play for the president. But Dr. McMahon says there's a chance to push Florida back to purple, and it lies with young voters registered as no party affiliation.
there's still a chance in the year swing state that the people 27% from registered no party affiliation. And if they were all in one direction or another, they could find more competitive. I think Florida is all be ready. I think it should go towards Trump. I don't think I think that might work for it because he's mandated here. I think it's someone that can show that confidence. And the first president should come to this law.
President Biden needs to speak to issues concerning Floridians the most.
A lot of things that the government doesn't do is throw out $1,000. But I think that we should still put the vision at the forefront to voters. I think we should still take that approach and try to respond to those issues to voters. That younger voters will see that and they'll respond in kind during election day. So Lydia Vasquez supporting President Biden will also visit Syracuse, New York on Thursday. The town's economic growth responds to the ships and science act and the investment in America. So we come on Syracuse Live. What message are pushing back to the China critical perspective and the reason why. But first, our news story. Number 333
Oh, man. That was an ordeal, bro.
Do you think you all have thrown the towel in too early?
That was a fucking ordeal.
This little thing can change the world.
Michael, where the hell are you?
Okay, I think now we're going to go up to the spaceship.
You see, this isn't your typical doctor's office. Instead of waiting around for me to get sick, so I'm keeping me healthy and feeling good. Still got it. The sugar, right?
Belly of the beast. It's the belly of the beast.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in caring for older adults like you, with a focus on keeping you healthy. So don't wait. Call today. Diana, we're ready for you.
Here people get to know me the old-fashioned. Listen, this guy takes all the notes, so our doctor is all eyes on me.
Man, these fucking cutscenes are so fucking long, bro.
Ready to go?
We get to know you better with longer appointment time, including same day and next day appointment.
Everyone gets their own thing.
I died?
Whether it's doctors, nurses, social workers, anyone help support.
How did I die?
We understand my Medicare benefits. They all work together. For me, myself, and I.
Oh, okay.
Not to mention the 24/7.
Guess I didn't die. What is that? Looks like a head with a helmet.
Never been easier because our team members work together to handle all your healthcare needs.
You get all this with no extra cost. Then you can gather all your medical records. Yeah, so switch to the next doctor. Give me a fee, and you can keep living your life your way.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize
Yeah.
for older adults like you. Call 800-967-2157.
If you thought that last battle was bad, wait until I get to this one.
Oak Street Health.
The 1878 to 1921 Morgan silver dollar, a true American classic and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It is
Michael?
over 100 years since the last
Michael, do you read me?
coin was struck for circulation. But now,
If you hear this, you know where to find me. I'm going to kill him.
That's right.
Kill him.
Of 1878
Kill him, will you?
classic American Morgan silver dollar coins, all in very good collector condition.
Oh, nano vision.
Visible dates and mint marks. Guarantee. Call 1-800-969-0689.
Oh, I got a gun with a flashlight on it.
By the pound. Struck during the Wild West and the Gilded Age. Plus, receive a bonus American collector's pack valued at over
It's a gun.
$25.
It's a gun with a flashlight on it.
Call 1-800-969-0689 now to secure your full pound bag of Morgan silver dollar coins before they are gone. Call 1-800-969-0689 now for your 2023 Morgan silver dollars.
Since 1970, we've been celebrating April 22nd as Earth Day. Every year, people from all over the world host events and
Yeah, this is a bitch.
planet and showcase different
Figure my
ways
way
to
out of
protect the Earth. This year's theme is planet versus plastics, and tonight we take a closer look.
I got 20
at
bullets. How did I get a gun?
the world during the premiere of our new show, Scripps Newsline. Each night, Scripps Newsline will dig deeper into a wide range of stories with expert interviews and stories from people on the ground. The Scripps Newsline.
How did I get a gun?
You know, joins us now live with a preview. This new show, it's such a great idea. Just diving into these stories. What do you have in store for the first episode?
Well, it's really exciting.
How did
to
I
bring
get
something
a gun?
up here
It's
because
hard.
it's Earth Day, right? So we're going to have to focus on that and really take a look at, green initiatives as well as that plastics problem. So what we're doing is
taking all of the items all around us, we're so used to having this, it's very convenient, but the reality is a lot of them end up in our waterways, not just oceans, but also rivers as well. And the larger problem at this point is not just the plastic bags, the water bottles, it's how it breaks down into what are nanoplastics at this point. Listen to this. Sometimes they're visible, you look really closely. Other times they get so small you can't see them with the naked eye anymore. You need a microscope or something to really capture and see these tiny microplastics down to nanoplastics.
Yes, I died.
How do you clean that?
I died.
You can't. I mean, that is just part of the conversation that James Packard are reporting.
Ah, it's 3 o'clock, quarter to 3.
As well as talk
it's quarter to 4 in New York.
Hosting Earth Day that plays out that theme.
45 minutes left on the stock exchange. Let's see how
he's in Canada,
DJT
right
is doing.
At a conference, if you will, where the UN is meeting to discuss what they're going to do to tackle this issue when it comes to plastic. All these different countries are signing up to try to lower and reduce the levels of, the sites and things that you're seeing right there on the screen. So we'll be chatting with him as well.
Yeah, such an important topic.
Right.
We're talking about a lot of the green initiatives.
That's how you got the gun. Okay, I didn't see the gun first.
Absolutely. So one of the things that's really interesting, and actually you all can have...
Okay, don't grab anything because you're going to lose the flashlight on the gun.
What does my city, what is it going to feel like in 60 years from now? And for a lot of these cities, really, it should mean everything stops. Imagine you're in the
Michael?
It's going to feel like you're in the South. For those that are in the
Michael,
South,
do you read me?
So we're going to be speaking with
if you hear this, you know where to find me.
Findings, and then coming out of that, we're going to talk to the mayor of Salt Lake City. Yeah. Because the reality is that there is an economic impact when it comes to our changing climate.
How DJT is doing.
So really talking to somebody who is trying to do something about this proactively to make sure that the community
3587
can be safe when it comes to this changing climate.
3596. Come on, these people are ridiculous. Look at that shit.
Absolutely, it is. And Scripps Newsline anchor
just look at that.
with us. Thanks for joining us, and you can watch Scripps Newsline tonight and every night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right here on Scripps News. Speaking of Earth Day, President Biden is spending part of today.
They're determined to keep the stock up for him.
Announcing a new investment in
somebody is.
And the new American climate.
Because if they can keep it above $17, he gets $3 million something dollars. He gets some shit. He gets money. He makes money that stays above 17.
On ACC.org.
35. I figure it'd be staying between 35 and 36.
That money will go toward residential solar projects
to
serve more than 900,000 households, low and
Let's see
middle
what they're
income
saying.
communities. The grants will be awarded through
TikTok,
the
the jury is in the dock.
These efforts could
and DJT is in your pocket. Mega DJT was running out of money at new campaign finance report shows the political committee license for Donald Trump analysis. Legal expenses across multiple court cases is another $3.7 million.
The start of our show, Main and Wall, where Chris Wynn will be here joining me on set, and we will get you caught up on the business and consumer news of the day and break down what it means for your wallet. On the show today, we're looking at the future of homelessness in the
U.S. It's not going to close. It's going to close around 36.
Transform how the country
plus or minus
homelessness. We'll take a look at the numbers and talk with an expert about what works. Plus, more Americans.
Let's see what happens tomorrow.
We'll tell you why older workers are the fastest growing age group in the workplace. Plus,
all right, so
challenges do they
we are.
That and a lot more coming up 4 p.m. Eastern here on Scripps.
We're going to go this way.
Now, if you're in the mood for a little bit of a treat today, you want a little bit of variety, it's a great day to dig
this way here.
Jelly beans. And today also marks National Jelly Bean Day. The candy has been around.
And don't grab anything because you lose your flashlight.
Inspired by the ever popular Turkish delight. Former President Ronald Reagan reportedly switched to jelly beans after he quit smoking. So if you go to the Fairfield, California Jelly Belly plant, there are several exhibits dedicated to the former president there. It is said that Americans will eat up to 16 billion jelly beans every Easter. So look up on Scripps News Live. We're only a few days away now from the start
of to collect
this year's NFL draft. We'll be taking a closer look at this year's draft class and the names to watch for. What could be
I still got it. Okay.
And you can always give us a follow on social media. Check us out at Scripps News.
So we gotta go.
TikTok and Threads.
Which way do we go, boys?
we celebrate
jump up there?
birthday.
I guess I can.
South Carolina. We'll be right back.
Let's jump up there.
Here's business news for Paul.
Welcome to Main and Law. Our goal is to take you to Main Street and Law Street, diving into how the big money stories of the day
I guess not.
Main and Law.
I guess I gotta go through here, huh?
News.
No, grab that.
TV even better with Tableau.
Switching to Tableau has really been a money saver. With Tableau, I can
Now what?
continue with the family room.
Order today at TableauTV.com.
Rebag, a luxury resale marketplace.
So I'm going there, and you'll fold out.
Where every piece is carefully vetted by our expertly trained team. Rebag.
Go up here.
Off your first purchase with Rebag.
Checkpoint reached.
Whatever happened inside that sphere really shook him up.
Get out of my head.
The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance. A rate lock that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed as a rate lock for people on a fixed income with life insurance that fits their budget and is simple to get. Coverage options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Now, your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed.
Did it crash?
And your acceptance is guaranteed.
I don't believe this.
You can
It crashed.
turn down because of your health.
It crashed on me.
Information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free beneficiary plan.
It crashed on me.
No obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Oh wait, call this number now.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner.
Yeah.
Use this valuable guide to record important information and your final wishes. And it's yours free just for calling. So don't wait. Call 1-800-440-9900 for your free information. That's 1-800-440-9900. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-440-9900. That's 1-800-440-9900. So call now.
So that's how they're growing so fast. They're hiring freelancers. Maybe they're doing with AI experts.
Okay, so where was I?
Grow your business with freelance data.
I gotta go over there?
Like this week, the
Whatever happened inside that sphere really shook him up.
Get out of my head.
surprises, but it looks like quarterbacks dominate the conversation again. When the first round of the NFL draft begins Thursday night, we should hear the names of quarterbacks early and often. There may not be any position in all of sports more important than the quarterback. 19 of the last 26 NFL drafts have seen quarterbacks go number one overall, including last year when quarterbacks went in the top 10.
I've never seen 4 quarterbacks taken the first 4 picks of the draft. And if there were ever a year to do that, it would be this year.
Teams with the first 3 picks, Bears, Commanders, and Patriots, all need quarterbacks, while several others could trade up to get their new football.
It's going to be a really fast event. I think this is shaping up to be one of the most
The drama often comes from teams dropping the ball by reaching too high to get a quarterback. In 2017, the Bears picked Mitchell Trubisky at number 2 overall. The next year, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, and Josh Rosen, who's no longer playing, were all taken in the top 10. And in 2021, 2 of the top 3 picks had
No more flashlight?
This year, Caleb Williams of USC is almost certain to go to the Bears at number 1, with several others expected to hear their names a short time later.
You have 3, maybe 4 guys that you could make a really strong case in top 10 picks. Jaden Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, JJ
Losing yourself to the set.
In 2017,
I'm the alpha set.
Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes was available when the Bears took Mitchell Trubisky. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson had other quarterbacks drafted ahead of them.
That go down?
And 2 years ago, only one quarterback was taken in round 1, called fighting star Brock Purdy of the 49ers, was the last pick of the entire draft.
Yes.
A lot of these kids come to the league, and they're just not used to adversity at this level. And leadership at this level. It's easier to predict physical traits and skill sets and tools than it is who someone is deep inside.
Who do you think's going to prove to be a player? And who do you see?
I believe Caleb Williams is going to be a dude. I will say on record, Jaden Daniels.
Just the way I went.
The one I'm going to have questions about will be Drake May. Decision making under pressure is so consistent.
You're losing yourself to the set.
The alpha but he's a guy that I would like to bet on. So, Paul, I would say it's pointless of whether or not we're going to see full quarterbacks go 4 picks right now.
Oh, I gotta go across, huh?
But when it comes to the NFL,
Don't jump in the water.
One never knows. Teams have spent years scouting these players and months creating their draft boards. But in the end, it really does come down to just hoping.
Don't jump in the water.
Paul Crane, Trips News. It's going to be a lot of fun, Paul. Thank you. Women's sports continues to break records, and this time in Canada with a Pro Women's Hockey League game that broke the all-time attendance record for a women's hockey game. Take a look at this. Huge scene in Montreal over the weekend. A game against visiting Toronto that drew a crowd of more than 21,000.
I guess don't go in there.
Yeah, there's the crowd right there. That breaks the record that was set actually just 2 months ago. This is the first season of the PWHL, and has set 4 attendance records so far this year. These teams
let's try.
Both in Canada and the United States. Now, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame unveiled its next inductee class. This year's group includes everyone who shares the tribe called Quest. They're part of the performance category, along with Mary J. Blige, Dave Matthews Band, Ozzy Osbourne, Peter Frampton, Foreigner, and Kool and the Gang.
No Nanovision?
And Lynch and Buffett are included under the Musical Excellence Award. To qualify, an artist or band must have released its first commercial recording at least 25 years before the nomination year. The induction ceremony is set for October 19th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stewart. Next on Main and Wall Street is on fire today. Take a look at the live big board. We'll talk about what's behind the strong numbers today. We'll break down what's going on Wall Street in just a few minutes. Good day for your 401k though. Also, check us out on scriptsnews.com. We'll be right back in just about 2 minutes with Main and Wall. And before we go, let's look at another live blood courtesy of Earth Camp as we celebrate
feelings of deja vu, false memories, dissociative identity disorders.
Get out of my head, fuck you. Ah. Okay. Ah. There you go. What do I got? Still got my bow. Oh, and I got 9 shots in my bow, huh? I got a full, finally. I finally got my full complement of bows, of arrows. And silencer, muzzle brake, reduces weapon tick, improves first shot accuracy, stronger muzzle flash. Remember that? Flashlight? Okay.
From manufacturing
9mm.
LeafGuard handles the entire process from start to finish.
Alright, where's the flashlight at? What happened to the flashlight?
You can trust.
Call 888-6-LEAP right now for a free estimate and save 20% plus $500 off your purchase and installation. Leaf Guard. Get it today. Protected for life.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. Our firm has been offering a free look at
flashlight.
mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, thousands with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them against those responsible.
Dive again.
Throughout the U.S., mesothelioma really is all we do, and there is no risk to you. Let us put a plan in place for you and your family.
Call us at 800-642-9300 or go to mesobook.com.
Living with diabetes? Ow! Sound familiar? This important message is for you.
Great news for people living with diabetes and the pain of regular
People are dying there, so don't go that way.
Insurance guidelines have expanded coverage for continuous glucose monitors, even for people not using insulin. The days of repeated, painful finger sticks are over. Now you can wear a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, and eliminate routine finger sticks.
Was that flashlight broke?
093889.
US Med has the newest models of CGM, which are more accurate and convenient than ever. CGMs are shown to lower your A1C, increase your time in range, and reduce the risk of hypoglycemic events. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurer directly. Don't spend one more painful day testing your blood sugar.
Don't go this way.
9093889. That's
Don't go that way.
9093889.
Don't go that way. Go this way.
Next on Main and Wall, more than 500,000 people across America are homeless.
Go this way.
The Supreme Court is considering if cities can penalize them for sleeping outside in public spaces. Americans 75 and up are the fastest growing age group in the workforce. To take a look at why more Americans are still on the job.
Reboot sequence.
President Biden just made a big announcement about the federal climate
Malfunction detected.
training program to prepare young Americans for jobs in clean energy.
I'll fall down there. Let's go that way.
Good afternoon and welcome to Main and Wall. I'm Chris.
I'm up in Oxford.
Good to have you back. I'm Chris Stewart. Thanks for joining us. Here are some of today's top stories that have to do with money and its impact on you. Let's begin with Wall Street starting strong with gains fueled by corporate earnings. Markets just closing. U.S. stocks closing higher today after some big losses we saw last week when they closed below key levels for the first time since February. The S&P 500 and Dow recovered after tech stocks improved.
TikTok is planning to file a legal challenge if the app is banned in the United States. Saturday, the House approved a foreign aid package with legislation that requires the Chinese parent company ByteDance to sell it within a year or face a ban. The Senate still needs to consider the legislation.
I can't hack them.
The bill saying it infringes on the First Amendment rights of its users.
And Express, the fashion brand that
not.
operates stores like Bonobos, Up West, and Express outlets filed for bankruptcy today. Plans to close more than 100 locations. The company has struggled to gain traction with consumers. It said it has a potential buyer for the rest of the stores.
News of Tesla slashing some of its car prices by $2,000 has you thinking about making a switch. Then today's price check is for you. The national average for the top 10 electric vehicles is more than $53,000.
52% of estimated power apex. ZNSF warship signature detected. ETA 30 minutes.
That's up 14 cents from last week.
Used by standard ammo.
Today, the Supreme Court began considering a case that could transform how the U.S. addresses homelessness.
Justices heard arguments in a case that deals with
data.
whether penalizing homeless people who sleep and camp in public spaces when there isn't enough shelter space is cruel and unusual punishment. The court's decision could impact a huge number of Americans. According to federal data, more than 650,000 people experienced homelessness last year. That's up 12% from 2022.
Let's bring in national correspondent Vanessa Mashania. Vanessa, what was argued in this case?
Resupply arrows. I already got my arrows resupply.
This decision that will come from this case will be among the most significant
in decades when it comes to America's worsening homelessness crisis. And in that decision, will into the labyrinth to either cite or arrest people for sleeping
and confront the monitor.
when they have nowhere else to go. A humanitarian crisis in a small rural Oregon city is now the face of a Supreme Court case that could give local governments more power to punish unhoused people. Lawyers for Grants Pass went before the Supreme Court Monday asking the justice to overturn an appeals court's ruling that legalizing people for camping or sleeping on public property in some western states is cruel and unusual punishment under the Eighth Amendment if they have nowhere else to go. Attorneys argued the decision was too vague and limits their ability to build policies addressing the homeless crisis.
The need to reverse Martin is so critical because laws like ours, they really do serve an essential purpose. They protect the health and safety of everyone. It is not safe to live into the labyrinth and confront the monitor.
Ordinances have allowed Grants Pass to unconstitutionally punish unhoused people for years, slapping individuals with hundreds of dollars in fees for sleeping or camping in public. Fines lead to court. They argue there are few alternatives for people who are involuntarily homeless. And Grants Pass doesn't have a homeless. Only a religious transitional housing program with fewer than 100 open beds for the city's approximately 600 unhoused people.
The state police power is broad, but it does not include the power to push the burden of social problems like poverty onto every individual, or the power to prioritize public demand by compromising individual constitutional rights.
But while they don't want homelessness to be criminalized, they need more clarity from the Supreme Court to help cities enforce public health and safety laws and get into And, you know, today in Washington, outside of the Supreme Court, there are actually demonstrators in support of unhoused people outside of the Supreme Court while these arguments were happening.
And he destroyed, yeah, that's what I thought. Why can't I destroy it?
Housing and not handcuffs. Now, a decision for this is not expected till June. And to get just a little perspective, you know, we said the number of unhoused individuals in America was this year over 600,000. Well, the Alliance to End Homelessness says that just under 50% of those folks don't have any shelter or any temporary housing to go to. So those are the ones who are
Continuing, Lashanya, live this afternoon, Vanessa, thank you.
The New York continues
This year, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development announced almost $3.16 billion in funding for projects but studied the issue of homelessness for years. Deborah, what have you found?
Good to be with you, by the way.
Anyway, let's try something
I
different.
think the issue is that these encampments only produce the circularity of people being cleared and then going elsewhere or going back where they are. I am with the advocates in the sense that I find it inhumane and it's also very costly. These things can cost millions of dollars.
We're gonna try
and they do nothing to really end homelessness. And they're being
the electric
done all,
one, right?
all around the country.
What's the realistic expectation then of success when it comes to addressing homelessness?
Well, the metric of expectation for me is the fact that I've done research for some 20 years on Housing First, which is the model or the approach where you provide housing to individuals, particularly chronically homeless individuals, and always provide them with the support services they need to survive on their own in housing. It works. The metric of
Enter the labyrinth and confront the minotaur.
throughout Europe is 80 to 90% of Housing First tenants are stable in their homes a year later.
Yeah.
And so this is compared to people in tents or encampments or shelters where it's at best 40 or 50%. So the Housing First works in that regard.
Yeah, we know those sweeps can be so devastating, both mentally and physically for the unhoused. Deborah, talk to us a little more about why we've seen homelessness increase nationwide. What's been some of the contributing factors in recent years?
I'm going the right way.
Yes, I would say in recent years I can talk about, but I first want to drop it with it. This has been going on since the 1980s when the U.S. government under President Reagan outsourced to the private sector building of housing. So needless to say, private developers were not terribly interested in building affordable housing for low-income families. More recently, particularly since the pandemic, we've seen incredible inequities, greater gross income going upward to the wealthy, and more people at the bottom being priced out of a very tight rental market. And that continues to go on today, and it's like a game of musical chairs, as they say. We can't predict who, but some family or some individual may find themselves without a place to live. By virtue of just, at that point in time, there's no place to go. And it's other than camping out. And this is a miserable situation I'm going to have.
Yeah, and we're certainly seeing images of that on the screen now, or anyone who's been to a community where it's a problem, you see the issue firsthand. The court expected to issue its ruling sometime over the summer. How could that ruling impact the number of homeless people in the United States?
I know there was some fucking ammo for my arrows. Now there isn't.
Individuals
so gone.
Into homelessness. I think what it might do if it rules.
All the ammo for my arrows is gone.
Is
motherfuckers, man.
The ability of cities to.
They took away the ammo for my arrows.
When they absolutely have nowhere else to go. I think the numbers are possibly going to increase because the conditions that contribute to rising homelessness, and by that I'm saying the decrease in low-income housing compared to high-end developers building condos and so forth for more wealthier clients, and a virtual loss of any affordable housing at the bottom. So I fear it's going to get worse if we don't, what I consider to be take the more cost-effective
this was arrows. Yeah, here we go.
Locating it, working with landlords, and
I need ammo for my arrows.
Milwaukee has done it. Houston has done it. Both cities can give
if I go this way, what happens?
Within a few years, virtually ending homelessness.
NYU Professor Deborah Paget, thank you for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Still to come on Main and Wall, new federal requirements can help tackle the staffing shortage at nursing homes across the country. We'll break down the rules. Plus the opioid epidemic across the country. That's why first responders use a new nasal spray to combat the increasing number of opioids.
Newsline is a different kind of nightly news show. We slow things down so we can really take the time to explore sports. You'll see longer interviews, investigations, and in-depth reporting. We know keeping up with the headlines is important, but there are just some stories that really deserve a deeper conversation.
Scripps Newsline tonight, only on Scripps News.
Guess I can still hack.
She showed up dead on the road.
This never gets easy.
It does. From a car breaks down. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't even know.
You need to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is going to break
down.
Right, which is why they need a plan through car shows. Those expensive repair bills get paid, and it's a mechanic's their choice.
Son of a bitch.
They're never find his family.
Poor guy. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. But if he'd have just called Car Shield before his car broke down.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. And call now to save money with your money-back guarantee. Call 800-385-5716.
Approach the Seth mine carrier.
Vinyl windows seem to be a typical choice here in the local area. Some companies even advertise high-quality vinyl. And Rover here, before you invest in vinyl windows, listen to what Michael Smith of Renewal by Anderson...
The mine carrier, huh?
When the temperature swings, vinyl tends to warp.
That's an electronic thingamadiggy.
And drafts. And most vinyl windows just look very low end to begin with. Our
Pinch
customers
rifle.
don't want that.
And what are Renewal by Anderson's windows made of?
Our windows are made out of a thermopolymer composite material called fiber. It's beautiful like wood, but it doesn't require the maintenance of wood. And we engineered it to be 2 times stronger than vinyl. So you're getting a window that will really last.
Now this
Pick
is
up
innovative.
pinch rifle.
You have a feature on your windows that allows for a better view.
Our twisting screens are made out of an ultra-fine stainless steel mesh, which is virtually invisible. You get less dirt buildup, more fresh air circulation, and a better view out of your window.
What is
Well, if we're talking about comfort, how much does the glass matter?
The glass in the window
Low
makes
energy.
a huge difference. Our high-performance low E4 smart
What is
sunglass
that?
is infused with silver oxide. It's
Is
engineered
that for
to
me to
help keep
recharge
the
or what?
outside in the winter and keep the warm air outside in the summer. It also blocks 95% of the harmful UV rays that fade your furniture and your hardwood floors.
Well, that's impressive, Michael. Thank you. And right now, Renewal
Looks
by
like a mine there, I
Anderson has a
guess.
great offer for homeowners.
Before April 30th, buy one window, patio door, or entry door and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off with a minimum of 4 units. Plus, save an extra $30 on every window and door you buy. With no money down, no
Have
monthly
to interact with
payments, and
Seth
no interest
Hologram.
for 1 year. This offer ends April 30th.
Alright.
For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-662-0202.
Do I interact with this one now?
That's 1-800-662-0202.
Welcome back. Decades into the deadliest drug overdose epidemic
Go
in
in.
American history, the opioid crisis in the United States continues to impact millions of Americans each year.
And we're putting this crisis under our street light. According to the Biden administration, the opioid drug overdose rate is increasing a little less than 3% year over year. In 2023, the $8 billion package on overdose prevention included getting the drug reversal
Self-infantry.
medicine or the naloxone out to the public trust. A simpler, stronger drug is also approved.
Science and health correspondent Lindsay Dees joins us live now. Lindsay, how is this new drug different from Narcan?
Well, it's that it's available via a prescription.
Glimpse of your future.
What are you
What's it going to take? Do I have to become more Seth than Seth? What are you going to do then? Why don't you come out and face me?
Also, every year spends tens of thousands more opioid overdose deaths are driven by fentanyl.
We need all those tools in the toolbox, not just Narcan, but we need education, and we need as many reversal agents as possible.
Narcan or the nasal spray naloxone remains the standard opioid reversal drug, which often sells free kits to be done using a concentrated nasal spray or nothing. The FDA approved the drug for treatment of Crohn's and for healthcare engineers use in 2023. Later that year, the Narcan. In study comparing the opioid reversal drugs, researchers found that smaller doses of the reverse immediately within 2 10 months before depression or even more than it caused many complications related to medication. The research was funded by the Research of Pharmaceuticals with additional funding from Dr. Johnson Research. This is one of candidates in the alley by the Gilbert County Sheriff in Michigan, the pain expectation of Maxine D. It shows cognitive services going to be $5
Power. I need more.
I need more power.
2 minutes and 27 seconds. No joke, guys.
Glimpse of your future.
What's it going to take? Do I have to become more 7 than 7? What are you going to do then? Why don't you come out and face me?
Was that wrong? Yeah, no, I want to keep this going to outer space.
Power. I need more.
Liberty beam, 61%. Power apex. Wormhole neck. Maximum extent. Xenosef warship. ETA 25 minutes.
And so go on Nate and Wall, if you're a fan of McDonald's, you'll want to listen to this because it's introducing 2 new versions of a menu item today. We'll show you how you can get these sandwiches.
We triggered a fundamental change in our nature. There was no other choice. We'd have to become them.
And in-depth reporting. We know keeping up with the headlines is important, but there are just some stories that really deserve a deeper conversation.
If you're over the age of 50 and looking to buy life insurance, this message is for you. Kaiser, and here to tell you about the all-new 50 Plus plan. If you're over the age of 50, it's not too late to get a life insurance policy, even if you have a medical condition or on a fixed income.
If you're over 50 and looking for affordable life insurance, call the toll-free number on your screen now. Just call 800-862-9895.
The 50 Plus plan is a life insurance plan for less. The ones you love today for just pennies a day. Plans can also help to cover funeral and other final expenses like credit card debt and
2 left.
Plus, you can't be turned down because of your health. Your acceptance is guaranteed. There's just one.
This is a shotgun, I think it
in order
is.
to qualify. Are you over the age of 50? If you answered yes, don't wait another minute. Call now to get the 50 Plus plan.
Just call 800-862-9895. The call is free and there is no obligation to enroll.
There are so many pluses with the 50 Plus plan. There's no paperwork, no health questions, and no medical exam. You have a pre-existing condition. This plan also comes with a double guarantee. Guaranteed acceptance and a guaranteed rate. That's right. Your acceptance is guaranteed.
What's all this data I'm always collecting?
For any reason. Plus, your coverage starts immediately. It's a no-brainer.
I'm always collecting data, but I never know what I'm supposed to do with it.
For just pennies a day.
The call is free, and there is no obligation to enroll. Just call 800-862.
I never know what to do with it.
That's 800-862-9895.
We're excited to do business with you, but before we sign, I gotta...
We do nanovision.
We searched you online, and maybe you can explain this?
Can't believe that garbage is still coming in. That's so false.
Frustrated with your online search results? Call Reputation Defender today.
Well, that's the one that...
Tens of thousands who improve their online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 1-877-866-8555.
I knew it. I knew it.
The emergence of artificial intelligence has come with a renewed appetite for data center development and how to power them. A single AI data center can use as much electricity
as thousands
of homes, and current solar, wind, and battery technologies aren't advanced or cheap enough to sustain the demand. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and venture capital firm Andreessen
We triggered a fundamental change in our nature. There was no other choice. We'd have to become them.
For the big six tech companies.
Yeah, this story grabbed a lot of attention today. The investment bank lowered its expectations for their profits. Now remember, the big six refers to the 6 major tech companies traded on the NASDAQ. They're Alphabet, which owns Google, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. UBS says their profits could collapse in the year ahead.
It expects the growth in earnings per share for the big six to now go up by just 15.5% for the first quarter of next year. You can see that's way down from an expected 42% increase for the first quarter of this past year. UBS noted its decision is not based on any doubts about artificial intelligence. It says it's an acknowledgement of the cyclical forces impacting the stocks.
Now, despite increasing prices, people generally still love Chipotle. It's raised prices 6 times since 2021. Inflation and higher costs have slowed sales across the restaurant industry in the United States, and Chipotle is set to push prices higher at roughly 400 California locations in response to a new state law. But Chipotle customers keep coming back. The chain's same-store sales.
What happened to the data I was supposed to pick up here?
Last year, the company stock soared 59% in the past year. Now, you'll find 2 new menu items at McDonald's. Take a look at these beauties. The Bacon Cajun Ranch McCrispy and McCrispy Deluxe are 2 different takes on the McCrispy sandwich. McDonald's says the sandwiches are inspired by
pick up the data again?
flavors of the sauce, complete with a spicy Cajun ranch sauce.
So you don't get to pick the data twice.
Bacon, and customers who want to dress it up can get the deluxe with Roma tomatoes and shredded. I feel like a waiter.
That's what's up.
That is what it's all about.
I hear you. Let's go. The bun looks nice and fluffy. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm sure it looks exactly like it does in the picture.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for spending some time with us. For the audience leaving us, your local programming is coming up.
And you can always check us out at scriptnews.com or on any of these platforms. If you're staying with us, we have much more headed your way right here on Main and One.
Including is retirement still a part of the American dream? More older Americans.
Why doesn't the flashlight work anymore?
I'm John Mattery's text message and email impersonation scams are getting worse this year.
Oh, I got some of these, huh? Incinerator ammo.
This is the best anti-aging serum I've ever used. Tubula Serum by True Botanicals. It targets 5 signs of aging. I'm
There
going
you
to
go.
test. You have to try it. Shop Nordstrom.
Why doesn't the flashlight work?
For 2 free gifts.
Very good, nanovision.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Take down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance. Great life. that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up. And
You're gonna go that way?
Any reason.
Or is that the way I came?
Many policies you see do not have one, but you can get a lifetime
Yeah, that's the way I came.
colonial payment. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want life insurance that fits their
Low energy.
and simple to get. Coverage options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day.
That's the way I
Your
came.
rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase, guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed. With no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health.
And if I fall in there, I'll just die.
About this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a
And
free
it doesn't look like it can go that way.
both for free with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information.
It don't look like it can go that way.
30 days
Right?
100%
See, watch, I'm gonna die.
Oh wait. Call this number now.
Yeah.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record important information and your final wishes. And it's yours free just for calling. So don't wait. Call 1-800-440-9900 for your free information. That's 1-800-440-9900. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-440-9900.
We triggered a fundamental change in our nature. There was no other choice. We'd have to become them.
Why are they working in the dark? Reward business easily with these.
Emergency supply beacon detected.
Hello and welcome to Main and Wall. I'm Chris Stewart.
I'm Chris Wynn. We'll get new economic numbers this week as Wall Street watches closely for more signs of what the Fed could do with interest rates.
That's targets on fire. Area denied.
Tomorrow we'll get a better picture of the housing market as we head into the peak home buying season. Though inventory is very tight and home prices and interest rates are still high, new home sales last month are expected to go up slightly from February and Each
Alright.
2024.
So, instead of going that way, I need to go this way?
The gross domestic product, or GDP, higher growth is forecast around 2.9 to 3.1% for the first quarter. And if that rings true, that is a sign the U.S. economy grew at a healthy rate even
You gonna go that way?
with inflation.
Friday we'll get the latest on the personal consumption expenditures price index. Inflation that analyzes how much we pay for goods and services. Inflation went up 2.7% from a year ago. PCE is one of the Federal Reserve's favorite data points when it considers how to bring inflation down to its 2% target.
Almost 2/3 of U.S. adults say being able to retire is part of the American dream, according to a Bankrate survey. Achieving that dream is getting hard. More Americans are having to push back retirement. Some are even coming out of retirement to work again. Workers who are 75 and older are the fastest growing age group in the workforce, according to a report from the Pew Research Center. It found that group quadrupled over the past 60 years. And a major factor is more people are working past the age of 65. You can see 19% of adults aged 65 and older are now employed in the United States, which is up just 12% in 1990.
Mark Hamlet joins the conversation. He's a senior economic analyst.
Mark,
why is it that more Americans are working longer?
If you think, Chris, well, first of all, it's not all bad news. Americans are living longer, and therefore, a good number, as your dad indicates, are
working longer. So that percentage has doubled since the late 1980s. But as a society in America, we are chronically
mind carrier. I can use their power against them.
Retirement savings. And more of the risk has been shifted to the individual, having previously had more of that risk taken on by employers in previous generations. We're talking about pensions. That was not necessarily the opposite for the majority of workers, but still it was a substantially larger share. And so we're living longer, many are working longer, and of course, some of these atypical events that we suffered through twice in the past 20 plus years, we're talking about recessions, those can do a lot of damage to retirement savings. Of course, if you're not saving enough in the first place, then it's all more. So it's a combination of factors, those excellent practices, not all bad. And there's a lot of that indicates that a higher level of engagement someone has in their later senior years, the more likely they are to live a longer life. So it's about being mentally and physically engaged, active, and that's not a bad thing.
And keeping that brain active. Hey, Mark, let's dive a little more into the demo. Who's the average older worker, and what type of work are they doing? What's their background?
First of all, I think it's interesting because I think as we look at sort of the K-shaped recovery that has taken place since the pandemic-caused recession, we're talking about essentially those at the higher part of the incoming wealth spectrum and those at the lower part of the incoming wealth spectrum faring differently. I think that those are also somewhat indicative of what is happening with those that are 65 and older in our society, meaning that you have some people who are quite healthy and do have sufficient retirement savings and wealth, yet they're opting to work more because they like working and you see the value of their work. And you have those at the lower end of the spectrum who did not save enough, don't have nearly enough savings to live a comfortable lifestyle, and they have to rely predominantly on Social Security. So we're talking about a number of different kinds of sectors where people are engaged. Sometimes it's those that are professional sectors, as you can imagine, for example, physicians who work longer, obviously higher income. We're also talking about everybody across the healthcare spectrum because that comprises 1/5 of the American economy. Elsewhere, so the research indicates we're talking about transit workers, retail, many of us have experienced those people in our everyday lives.
Yeah, it's one thing to continue working because you want to versus out of necessity. Mark, what kind of impact does a growing older workforce have on the overall workforce and our economy as a whole?
Well, first of all, more broadly, for the economy as a whole, it means that we have more people reliant on the system of Social Security and Medicare. At a time where we know that there are plenty of protocols moving toward those endowment programs that have been promised to individuals only 10 years away. And so I look at this to be a more pressing political issue, if not an introduction cycle in the year. And it means that we really do need programs to satisfy not only the needs of labor in our country, but ultimately the funding of revenue. And that's been one of the big success stories of the U.S. economy here in recent years, where we have had more immigration, helping to get a higher level of labor force participation. That's why we think the expansion has been as strong as it has been. The other implications are more consumption of healthcare more broadly, and getting back to that earlier point, we need more healthcare resources. That includes workers.
What are some of the biggest challenges older workers face, and what can they do to overcome them?
Keeping skills current is the biggest challenge for everyone, but of course, if you started out in the workforce at a younger age, you're probably more likely to possess those skills that are immediately relevant than those who've been in the workforce for 40 years or longer. And so that's a really good advice for anyone who's in the workforce that is trying to keep your skills up. We're going to talk, for example, right now about technology and the emerging aspects of artificial intelligence. Just to narrow in on one area. We know that some people are so-called digital natives. I came of age in the analog era and have had to embrace those sorts of technologies. Of course, discrimination, ageism is a factor not only for older workers, but for younger workers as well, because there are forms of discrimination discrimination that exists across the spectrum of ages and aspects of our society. And so that is something that more senior workers need to think about. But I would say that they also harbor something that cannot be educated or purchased, and that is experience. And from that, employers can put those skills and those experiences to work, and that can be vitally important for an enterprise of any kind.
Our camera at the bank rate, Mark. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Be well.
Impersonation schemes. They disrupt the lives of hundreds of thousands of Americans every day. Consumer reporter John Natalie looks at how these schemes are evolving and how to avoid falling victim so you don't waste your money.
Scroll through your recent text messages and emails. There's a good chance you'll come across an impersonation scam. And the worst part is, the agency impersonated the most is one that comes by your house almost every day of the week. Anna Rowe is an avid shopper and gets several packages a week from the rich Victorian home. So when she received a text message from the Postal Service about a problem with a recent delivery, she paid attention.
Saying that my package was delayed due to an incorrect address. And it had the logo, and it looked very official. And then, in the back of my mind, I heard your voice. Warning. So many times about scams.
The U.S. Postal Service was the top impersonated organization 2023-2024 business group. Following USPS's top impersonation spot was Amazon, Publishers Clearinghouse, Each Squad, and Norton. Last year, the Federal Trade Commission received more than 330,000 reports of business impersonation scams and nearly 260,000 government impersonation scams. Now, while things are found that phone calls from down or fraud are messages are not. Another trend to watch out for criminals fish your info by posing as a recognized company.
I got Netflix terms version expired. That's the people in panic.
Instead, the BDD says go directly to your account to check the renewal status and always keep track of deliveries and auto-renewal payments. The Postal Inspection Service states on its website that USPS will not send customers text messages or emails unless you sign up for a tracking request.
I think a lot of people would click on it without even a second thought.
To be suspicious so you don't waste your money with your connects.
All right, John, thank you. Still ahead on me.
President Biden is commemorating Earth Day with the
That little fucker go.
agenda. Details from his multi-billion-dollar announcement.
And a look at Niagara Falls on this Earth Day, courtesy of Earth Cam. Niagara Falls at 32 feet per second. Niagara Falls is capable of producing over 4 million kilowatts of electricity. It is by the U.S. and Canada.
I know you too, but I want you to know that peace is my only goal for my time in life. And did I also tell you that I got coverage for my funeral so you and your brother would not have to worry about expenses?
I didn't know you were saving money for your final expenses. I read it.
I called Open Care and with one phone call, I was eligible for $30,000 for my funeral and final expenses.
That's wonderful, Mom. But how did you switch to medical insurance for health conditions? Well, that's the best part. No medical exam is needed.
That's right, and my rates can never increase, my benefits will not decrease, and my coverage will never be canceled.
There you go.
You can now get $30,000 in life insurance coverage to help pay for your funeral and other final expenses. There's no with just one phone call. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can never be canceled. Call the number on your screen now and expense life insurance plan can help you. We don't want to leave our loved ones with debt. The cost of a funeral will be $8,000 or more. A final expense life insurance plan will pay up to $30,000.
Well, I thought I was going to be finishing it up today, but I guess not.
For your free information.
I need to take a break.
$30,000 in life insurance coverage to help pay for your funeral
I
and
need to
other
take a
final
break.
expenses. There's no medical exam, and you can be enrolled with just one phone call. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can
I need
never
to
be
take a break.
canceled. Call the number on your screen now and see how a final expense life insurance plan can help you. There's no obligation. Call 800-395-2072. That's 800-395-2072.
I was only 23 when I was first diagnosed with non-melanoma skin cancer. 40 years later, I've had almost 20 Mohs surgeries. I had just accepted that the pain and the scars were going to be part of my life. But when I was diagnosed with 2 basal cells on my face, I became determined to find an alternative to surgery.
If you, like millions of others, are affected by skin cancer, it's important to note that surgery isn't the only option. There's another choice. Gentle Cure.
It sounded like everything that I had been looking for.
Gentle Cure uses low-energy X-rays to kill skin cancer cells with a 99% cure rate. Plus, there's no cutting, no surgical scarring, and no downtime.
I'm so glad I did it. It was successful in every way.
To learn more, call today or go to gentlecure.com.
It is Earth Day. The president announced $7 billion in grants for residential solar projects.
The initiative will serve more than 900,000 households in low and middle income communities. President Biden made the announcement today during a trip to Northeast Virginia. 49 of the grants are state-level awards, 6 of them serve Native American tribes, and 5 are multi-state awards. The initiative is expected to eventually reduce greenhouse gas emissions by the equivalent of 30 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide. Senior White House officials say it's also expected to save households $350 million annually. The president also announced plans to offer nearly 2,000 jobs under his American Climate for Green Jobs training program. Earth Day is a good reminder that a warming climate may affect our bodies.
A new report says climate change will cost a typical child born in 2024 at least nearly $500,000 over the course of their lifetime. It's just one of several challenges that cities are dealing with as our climate warms.
The issue our news show Scripps Newsline will unpack tonight at 9 Eastern.
And the show's anchor, Lauren Magarino, joins us now with a preview of tonight's premiere. Thanks for being here. What can we expect?
Yeah, so I think this topic on, how does Earth Day even tie into the economics? It's so important to keep that when it comes to that, because if you think about it,
I'm gonna take a break.
Country, think the Pacific Northwest, the Midwest, even some areas in the South, we think Texas, that don't necessarily have the infrastructure to really take on the warming climate that we are experiencing. I think we can all think back, even to a couple of years ago, those deadly heat waves. Heat is a silent and deadly killer. So we are going to be talking to the mayor of Salt Lake City in particular about green initiatives that they are trying to put out and really try to reverse the trends that they're experiencing because the Great Salt Lake is drying. It causes dust storms, poor air quality, of course, the heat itself. So we're really trying to get to a solutions-focused kind of conversation on this issue and how it affects folks' wallets in the process.
Yeah, we know the theme of this year's Earth Day is plastics versus planet. How does your team plan to unpack all that?
Yeah. So that's a separate, what we like to do is take each half hour and focus on a different topic. So the plastics portion is going to be its own half hour. And we are going to be really diving into how plastics in particular are really polluting our oceans, our waterways. Our James Packard turned this fantastic report. I cannot wait for you all to see it. Talking about specifically microplastics. Take a listen to this.
Sometimes they're visible, if you look really closely. Other times they get so small you can't see them with the naked eye anymore. You need a microscope or something to really capture and see these tiny microplastics down to nanoplastics.
How do you clean that?
You can't.
It sounds really intense to hear you can't. I promise you we won't be talking about potential solutions here. In fact, we're going to be speaking with Earth Day ReMastered.org, and that's actually the organization who plans and picks the theme that you mentioned every single year since the 70s, really, for Earth Day. He's going to join us from Canada, where he is taking part in conversations with the UN over its plastics initiative. So there are all these nations that are participating in it, and he is going to be there and joining us live tonight to really talk about how are those conversations going, what are nations talking about as far as actually enforcing some of these initiatives that they want to see through when it comes to reducing the toll of plastic waste. So we'll be hearing from him as well.
I'm so excited for the show. We know that your team is so part of it.
Yes, they are. We're really looking forward to sharing this with everybody. And so, yeah, we can catch it at 9 p.m. Eastern.
There we go.
Don't miss it.
Again, let's put up the full screen now, reminding folks at home. Again, you can watch Scripps Newsline tonight, premiering tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, right here on Scripps News.
Well, if anyone ever said that kids can't save the world, these students at an elementary school in Kansas are out to prove them wrong. Olivia Ackley with Scripps News Kansas City talks to budding environmentalists about how daily composting is reducing waste at their school.
We started a thing called STW in second grade. STW, or Save the World, aims to build a lifelong interest in the environment in fellow students. When they grow older, they'll they realize what they're doing in a young age. They might become more interested in saving the earth. Quinn, Emmeline,
Saving the Earth
worked with their principal and the district to make the lunchroom environment a green environment. That meant getting reusable silverware and composting their leftovers. We have our compost, and that is almost everything left on the tray. They know exactly where everything goes, and that's part of the system that makes it so effective. Principal Kristen Jones said they're teaching healthy habits. After spending some time in the lunchroom, I learned how the system works, watching students drop their items in the right place. The green team told me they once used their compost in their own garden. They actually used to do that in our prairie garden, but it got a little bit stinky. So they're still learning the best way to save the world. But that's what Principal Jones is proud of. We take pride in taking care of our environment, being good global citizens who recognize the difference they're making. Of course, one school can still make a difference, but it will make a great impact if a lot of students did it.
That was Olivia Ackley with Scripps News Kansas City.
Up next, work has officially begun on America's first high-speed rail line. We'll look at what's coming down the tracks right after this.
Things can change the world. Nothing has gone the way we expected it. What did you do? New opportunity. What drugs are you doing here? Totally trapped.
Vigilante, really thick, lovely culture.
Feels like we're getting closer.
In real life, the season premieres Sunday night at 8, 7 Central on Scripps News.
So that's how they're so productive. They use fiber. Look how quickly they find freelancers. So simple.
Yeah, why are they working in the dark?
Grow your business easily with freelancers.
This is an important message from USA Family Protection. You may now be eligible for up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, starting at less than $1 a day.
It's so great to see you.
Oh, you too, son. And I have to tell you, I've been thinking about the future, and it's really important to me that I don't leave you and your sister with my debts, especially the cost of my funeral and other final expenses, which can be more than $9,000.
Yes, that would be really hard.
Well, I called USA's Family Protection, and with one phone call, I was eligible for $50,000 for my funeral and final expenses.
But what about your health issues? Don't they require a medical exam?
That's the best part. There's no medical exam, just a few quick questions, and I was able to get coverage right over the phone. Plus, my rates can never be increased, my benefits can never be decreased, and my coverage can never be canceled.
That's really great, Mom. But can you afford it?
Yes, rates start at less than $1 a day, and when the time comes, payout to you and your sister happens in as little as a few days. I am so happy to know you two are taken care of.
Thanks, Mom. Me too.
Don't leave your loved ones with your debt. Call USA Family Protection at 800-791-9448 and get up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses. There's no medical exam, just a few health questions, and you can be approved right over the phone. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can never be canceled. Call 800-791-9448. There's no hidden fees and no waiting periods to get covered. Call 800-791-9448. There's no obligation. Call 800-791-9448.
At HERS, we can help you handle hair loss, get care for your mental health, floss without burning out, and feel your best with simple to access personalized care. For hair shedding and thinning, anxiety, burnout, depression, and more. Get started at forhers.com.
Construction is now underway on a $12 billion high-speed passenger rail line between Los Angeles and Las Vegas.
It's been a long time coming. The people have been dreaming of high-speed rail in the U.S. for decades. Brightline West plans to lay 218 miles of new track and build a new facility in Rancho Cucamonga, California. The company CEO said the goal is to have trains operating in time for the Summer Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028. The trains will offer restrooms, Wi-Fi, food and beverage sales, and the option to check luggage. The fully electric trains will also cut the usually 4-hour trip a little more than 2 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, well, the NFL draft starts this Thursday. Preparations have been underway for months in downtown Detroit. And Faraz Javan with Scripps News Detroit talks to locals not that are happy to see the draft come to town.
Preparations for the NFL draft are in full swing as the 3-day event kicks off this coming Thursday, and Memphis Detroiters are super excited to see it all come to fruition.
We're very excited. It's going to be awesome.
Friday's going to be fun. It's second, third round, get in down here and see what's going on with the city.
But for some, all of this is coming at a cost.
That's been wild.
This footage taken at 11:30 p.m. shows construction work being carried out on the draft stage. This past week, it has been a regular affair for Cadillac Square residents who say they can only sleep after 2 a.m. when the work pauses, only to start again at 6 a.m.
Have you not slept?
Many. Detroit teachers, Zach Herman, and Wayne State Assistant Dean Brandon Shimon have been living in the area for years. Both say all this construction is unprecedented.
You relate to just our growing page?
No, I wouldn't. I feel like residents weren't considered in the final plan.
They said they put things on social media, they put things out via email. Not everyone is on social media, not everyone is on the listserv for the city.
Last time I checked, the city's noise ordinance prohibits construction from 10 in the night to 7 in the morning.
So I reached out to the city. This is what the deputy mayor sent as an official comment. We're a week away from hosting the NFL draft in Detroit, and we're so excited. When you live in a big city, sometimes that comes with inconveniences. As the drafts are in the final stages, we appreciate the understanding of our downtown residents and hope they have the opportunity to enjoy all the fun and exciting activities the draft has to offer when it kicks off.
I feel like they're just kind of pushing it off. It's not just 1 day or 3 days. This has been a month. It's going to happen even after the draft ends.
This is a building that houses many low-income seniors who don't have the resources or the ability to deal with the crowd, to deal with the security that's going to be in place, to deal with the closed-off entrances.
When people tell you this is all part of living in downtown, you chose to be here. How do you respond to that?
I didn't choose to have the NFL come here and take over my city for a month and close down my city.
Now, just like Zach and Brandon, several other residents echoed similar sentiments. Meanwhile, more road closures are set to come into effect over the next few days.
That was Faraz Javan reporting with Scripps News. Sure, it's certainly not everyone happy, but the NFL draft, it's a spectacle now as well.
Well, you feel for the residents, but the event is expected to bring in $100 million in economic impact.
Yeah.
So, good for the city.
Good for the city, and also speaks to the power of the NFL that this is the draft where they pick the players, and that still is a spectacle, just like everything else that the NFL does. It's going to be a lot of fun. Still to come on Scripps News Live, there's a program at Ohio
3550.
that's offering some hope to cancer patients.
It's worse than 36.
Cleveland Clinic's Angel Mentorship Program that's helping to create a new friendship. The news continues right after this quick commercial break. We'll see you then.
$35.50.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want life insurance that fits their budget and is simple to get. Coverage options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase, guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums, guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free beneficiary plan. Both are free with no obligation.
So it dropped almost $1.
Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee.
Let me see, 12 cents?
Call this number now.
That's
Also get this free
80,
beneficiary
it
plan.
dropped 88
Use
cents
this valuable guide
overall.
to record important information and your final wishes. And it's yours free just for calling. So don't wait. Call 1-800-440-9900 for your free information. That's 1-800-440-9900. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-440-9900.
Celebrate Earth Day, come on!
440-9900. So call now.
Rated the best hearing aids of 2023 by Forbes, the Audion Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Call 1-800-671-8440 or go to audionhearing.com.
I guess I'm not going to finish Crysis today.
Because I should be in Georgia now. I should be in Florida now.
I thought I was going to finish it today, but
Former President Trump's hush money criminal trial is off and running.
I guess not.
The opening statements from both sides and what the first witness
Well, there's always tomorrow. So, until next time.
I didn't